Nothing but a good time. We're back. Second summer camp, Cammie.
It's been too long, Mike. It's been far too long. You live right down the road, but it's just been too long, Mike.
I'm telling you, well, I'm excited. I got my camp hat, my camp shirt, and I know there's a lot of people watching out there right now. They are ready to dig in. We've got, 3 hours of power-packed information. We want to make sure you're chatting with us live at the chat bubble. And Cammie, normally we make big announcements at the end, but we thought since 2020 is kind of crazy anyway, we thought we'd start out with some stuff so people don't want to miss this opening.
No, as a matter of fact, if you've got people that you know are joining us, were thinking about joining us, or thought about jumping on late, send them a text right now and let them know we're getting started right away. So before we give too much away, Mike, let's welcome all our new camp attendees, because with the number of people we've brought in August, I guarantee there's going to be a whole lot of new faces and first-time camp attendees. So I just want to welcome all of our new team members. Welcome to the family. We're so excited you're here. And we have a lot of people that have joined in the month of August, Mike.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And what's exciting is that if you know somebody right now that just joined and you're like, I wonder if they're on, hey, shoot some text messages real quick. You can still go to the eSuite right now, click the live events, and purchase the August Plus Pass. You can get the general admission if you want to, but man, the Plus Pass comes with all the extra perks that Cammie's going to talk about here in a little bit. But what you need to know is events need you, and you need events. If you're brand new with us, welcome. Cammie, you are the Senior VP of Field Development. I'm the Chief Sales Officer. We're here today, and we got a lot of people watching live. I'm looking at some of our live viewing parties. I'm going to give some shout-outs.
I like that. Mike, before you give shout-outs, I just want to remind our attendees that at any time tonight, you want to throw up a photo on social so we can share those photos, use the hashtag IWSummerCamp. Tag us on social, use that hashtag, and we're going to kind of share what's going on around the world virtually. And we know people are hosting small watch parties. So, Mike, I gave a big shout out to all of our new people. You are so funny. But I definitely want to say hello to those that have been with us since the beginning of this year and even before that, because we know we have our lifers, those that are very serious and focused. And my goodness, Mike, this year hasn't been quite like what we expected it to be. I know we're going to get into that in a minute, but let's go do some shout outs first, shall we?
Hey, let's do it. I was looking here. I'm excited. You talk about people that have been with us and loyal and dedicated, and that's a great thing about It Works. You can get involved here, and you can make a little bit extra money. You can enjoy some of our products, or you can be here as a career. And I look at these first two shout-outs, Melody and Blair McFarland. Hey, Mel and Blair, I know you got a watch party going on right now. Great job. And Tiffany and Nolan Pasick. Hey, guys, hope your team is doing well. And here's what's cool. I did a video for this team a little bit earlier this week, and Jess and team, I always say her last name wrong, Peluzak. There you go. But hey, I know you got like 30, 40 people there at your leadership event watching this. That is awesome. And then Nicole Manzoli, man, congratulations, guys, for hosting these watch parties. Cammie, I know that you've got a big list of shout-outs right now. We're probably going to miss some, but we know and appreciate so many of you are out there watching live right now, and your teams as well.
Well, definitely tell us where you're watching from in the chat bubble, like Mike mentioned. New feature that we've got on the Impact TV platform that we're using tonight. You know what, Mike? I was going to say, I didn't even get to give a shout-out to our mocktail pre-party people having a party over there at Carla Burns' house, so we might as well, I know they got a big group over there tonight. Rochelle Coakley told me she was going to be watching it over there. This is good. And I was making mine just a little bit behind them, and so I was able to avoid the big explosion because I watched them do that and thought, ooh, I better figure this out a little differently. So thank you for that lesson. But man, Mike, we're going to be here for 3 hours tonight. I've got my collagen, I've got my coffee. I don't always drink Skinny Brew at night, but when I do, it's because we have a camp in session, right? Okay, so Canada in the house. We've got a small group in Montreal meeting with Carol Ann, and we've also got Barb Hauser hosting a watch party in Canada tonight. And then we've got another local Florida party going on. I know Carla's got a group, and Noelle Van Dynen, she's a almost diamond with us. She's got a group of 6. Carrie Ruffley out in Gilbert, Arizona. Woo woo! Love that. She had a lot of favors for her people coming in. And Christy Christensen in Las Vegas has a party. I know they got a pretty good group showing up tonight. Courtney Van Aken in Philly, Lauren Ravan in North Carolina. I am telling you, we got people streaming in from all over, and a lot of social distancing Zoom parties I've heard. Mike, they're collaborating and they're together. And I actually had somebody message me and say, they've actually got a watch party scheduled this weekend with their team because they're in New Zealand and the time change is just a bit different. So that's exciting.
It is exciting, and what I love is that people are taking it serious. They're taking this year so serious. We're not just a sales company. When Mark launched this year, we said this is the year of more. Mm-hmm. I mean, when you think about more, a life of more, it's one of those things that, we want more out of life, but it's not just about sales. It's not just about money. And, Cammie, when I think about people right now going back to school, my wife and daughter are at back to school night right now as we're live. And a lot of people are going back to school and, current events and the realities of things going on. There's such an opportunity to help people get more out of life.
Just this weekend, I was at the Global Leadership Summit, and Craig Rochelle said, when there is great opposition, there's also great opportunity. And so, we did say this is the year for more. I don't think this year looks anything like any of us might have thought it would. And yet, what we can't control? We can control how we respond to it, how we adapt, how we pivot. And I know that regardless of how things were planned, many of you, you want to have more adventures with your kids. You want to have more time freedom with your family. Maybe you want to be able to go on more vacations, pay off more debt. Maybe you simply want to, have more confidence and make more friends. All of that is possible. You can be more, give more, and live more. And we're not just, kicking off a year more. We're gonna close it out, and we're really gonna make this year about more, no matter what comes at us, Mike. And so, like you said, we've got announcements that we wanted to kick off, but should we go ahead and talk to them first about what their Plus Pass perks entail? Should we go ahead and share that?
I think so. When we look at the Plus Pass, and so many of you have purchased that, we want to make sure you get the most out of this event. So you're on this event right now, but you do have a lot of extra perks that you want to take advantage of. Remember, you're going to get a lot of ideas out of this event, but ideas are nothing without execution. So what we want to do is make sure if you take in the time, spend your money to get the Plus Pass, that you get everything you can out of this event. Because remember, 2020, you can't let it dictate to you. Right? You got to dictate it. You have to dictate to your business what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, and these Plus Pass perks. That's hard to say. PPP. I'm telling you, they're going to help people get their Cammie. So why don't you walk through what that is?
All right. So for those of you that bought a Plus Pass, and I believe you can upgrade, or for those of you doing watch parties, that doesn't mean you don't still want to be your own Plus Pass ticket holder, because again, remember, we're on a new platform, and by being on this platform, you get a 45-day free trial in pre-launch of Impact TV. Also, you get a one-time coupon for 25% off selected best-selling products. That's awesome. There's going to be an exclusive Q&A with our top 3 income earners. Woo woo! And we just sent out emails, kind of announcing and celebrating our top 200 for the first half of the year. So you're going to get some private time with our top 3 income earners. Also, we've never done this before. I'm actually leading a 10-day push group. We opened it tonight. It starts tomorrow. You're going to want to make sure you add yourself to that group from the email that you were sent, I believe is how it worked. And then it's going to be 10 days of accountability, and action. I love what you said, Mike. Like, you can be here and learn all the things tonight, but knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. And so we're going to hold you accountable for that, leaving this event, and we want to help you finish August strong. Mike, there's a ton of bonus content. And just to give you a few, number one, the entire event is being captioned in Spanish, and it's being captioned in French, and it's also being captioned in English for our hearing impaired. And there's special segments in all Spanish, which will be obviously subtitled in English, all French, subtitled in Spanish and English. And then we also have a special spotlight with Jade Hooper. And you guys know we had some of our very first It Works spotlights last month with Claire Flores and Alyssa Bilyeu. And now we've got Jade Hooper. And then we also have someone that you've not heard a lot about, but she's got a real simple system for customer retention, and that's Tamika Davis. And so she's going to be on demand. And Colin and I, we did a little interview, a little casual conversation around our It Works products and what we need in our daily lives and why our products have such benefit beyond what we might even realize. So that's all going to be in the on-demand segment. And Mike, not to mention, we also have a bingo card going on. And, you know, watching the on-demand is actually going to help you fill one of the spots on your bingo card. And on the 23rd, Mark Pentecost on his website on his Facebook is going to be making a post for you guys to shout out your bingos, okay? And then there will be a first, second, and third place bingo winner, and that will be some product credit that you're going to be rewarded. So that'll be fun. And every single one of these things help build your business, help make you more knowledgeable as a business owner. I mean, like I said, the Jade Hooper one, there's also, for those of you that participate in Gives Back, the 1, 2, and 5 program, there's one on there about giving back, and that can be an easy way to mark that one off. So much fun that we're having out there. Make sure you guys get after that. It's an easy way to have a little fun across the miles since we're all living virtually these days, but that's also a plus pass perk. That's a tongue twister, Mike.
It definitely is. And, you know, all that information is going to lead you into this event. And this event, we're here today to game plan the rest of this month, right? We're going to get great information, great tips, great ideas that you can go execute anytime for your business. But let's not forget, today's what, August 13th. So take advantage of what you're going to hear tonight, put it into action immediately. Here's what I want you to say. Wherever you're at, if you're in your home and you got earbuds in and people are going to look at you funny when you say it, I still want you to say it. Say, focus to finish, right? Focus to finish. So say that out loud 2 or 3 times in your house, because you got to focus to go out and finish this month strong. And we're going to give you things right here in the next few minutes in the beginning of this event that you're going to know exactly what you need to focus on to finish this month out, and how to help your team, whether you're new, been here a long time, or whether you're like Mel and you've been here, almost 20 years. And that's what I love, is we have something for everybody. And that something is a business. It's an opportunity. Every conversation that you're having with people, we know that, I went all in with my Skinny Brew tonight. I'm going to stay up all night, all late. But, we know you're having conversations about the products, but make sure you're mentioning the business in every conversation. And don't forget what you get paid to do, right? Everybody joins as a distributor with the BBK. Everybody, right? And then your goal is 6 loyal customers in that first 30-day period. And then you want to continue getting customers because it keeps paying you, but that's your goal right when you get started. And then your next goal is to go Ruby. So everybody's getting started with that BBK. Then everybody's focusing on the 6 loyal customers the first 30 days. And then everybody's focusing on going Ruby. And Cammie, we thought for the month of August.
Wait. Time out. What? I just am curious.
What?
You are brand new with us in August. Can you do us a favor and drop It's My First Month? It's my first month as a part of It Works in the chat room, because we want to see where all our newbies are at. And for those of you that aren't new, how many people have you sponsored in the month of March? Drop that number in the chat room. We want to see that, because we have a little something special for all those newbies, Mike. I mean, I know we went on a huge recruiting run at the beginning of this month, and I know we're not done yet, But man, what good is a recruiting run if we don't help those new people win?
I love it. I love it. Well, and I love that you're getting them to raise their hand, because that's accountability too, to know that, hey, I'm new. And so many times when they're new, they go, well, what do I do now? We just shared with you, your goal is to go out and get those 6 loyal customers and go Ruby. So we're going to give you a little bit extra incentive for those of you that joined in August. Now, here's what's cool. Somebody could still join today, tomorrow, right? So every new distributor that enrolls in the month of August and gets their 6 loyal customers in the month of August, right? We want you to push it. This is for those who really want it, right? And want that extra. If you go Ruby this month, your first month in business, you join, got your 6 loyals, and you go Ruby or higher, I guess, we're going to give you an extra $300 cash bonus to give you a boost your first month in business. That's huge, Cammie.
Well, my goodness, Mike. I mean, again, you're brand new. You get 6 customers in your first 30 days. We're going to give you $150 plus you get a $150 shopping spree, correct? And then as you start growing your team, there's money that starts getting unlocked right away. So to get not only your first month's commissions, this $300 bonus is going to help you exceed the averages for Ruby right out of the gate. And I know that many of you are thinking back to school. You're thinking it's been a tough summer. So why not you? Why not now? If this had been offered to me in my previous profession, I'd have done anything for this kind of money, because it wasn't easy to make an extra $300. And so it's not easy, like you said, Mike, but I'm telling you, it's worth the effort, and it'll be a nice pop as you're beginning your business right out of the gate.
No doubt. Well, we had so many people get started. So many people are going to continue to get started even after this event. And those of you that want to go fast, right? You want to build this business fast. We have, extra promotions to help you get those loyal customers this month, right? We have until, I believe, Sunday for the extra pick 2, pick 3. So we've got the extras for you to be able to get out there and run hard and then go Ruby by the end of this month for that extra 300. And, we want to do something, because we know that when you get started, you've got that momentum, you've got that excitement, and here's some cash motivation to help you do that.
Yeah, Mike, it's funny because I was thinking about anybody who this wouldn't be for them. And I'm thinking, okay, guys, you know that Ruby is the foundation of every promotion. For example, to go Emerald, you need 2 rubies. To go Diamond, you need 3 rubies, basically. And then as you go to the higher ranks, you need multiple rubies within your organization, volume requirements. And so what I would do for you is, what is your goal at the end of this month? Break that down into how many people you need running to Ruby so that you're getting those extra $2,000 pops, as well as you're securing that volume you need for that next promotion. So this is a promotion for everyone, that newbie, but also anyone that has big goals this month that they need rubies popping in their business to achieve those goals. And Mike, I can't think of a better way to do it. And could we throw them any other things? I know we've got, like you said, pick 2, pick 3, 3 more days, BOGO, 3 more days, but can we do anything else to incentivize the right behavior?
Well, it's funny. I'm getting texts from Tiffany Pasek in that group, and Tiffany's like, what is that mug that you and Cammie keep drinking out of? And it's like, she just knows there's a reason that we have this special mug. Drink coffee, make money, sleep, repeat. And it's got a cool little thing on the inside. Hold on one second.
Well, Mike, look at the bottom of mine.
Oh.
It does say whole nother level, Mark Pennicup.
You just turned it over. There's obviously nothing in there.
No, there's nothing in here. Hey, listen, you guys, I had to show you the bottom. So there's nothing in here because I knew maybe on one of our breaks, Mike, I'm going to run in and get me some Skinny Brew.
Well, that gave me a great laugh. So why don't we do this? We got something for the new people to go Ruby. We know that so many of you are out there recruiting. If you really want to get one of these mugs, we're going to take, I think it's the first 100 people from tonight through the 23rd. If you go out and get one new team member and one new loyal customer, we're going to send this to you. So just for building your business, drink coffee, make money, sleep, repeat. What do you think, Cammie?
Well, here's the deal, you guys. The first 100 get something really awesome, okay? The first 100 get this exclusive signed mug, says whole nother level, because y'all were the first 100, so that's whole nother level. And it's got some inscribed messaging on the inside of your mug also. Again, I couldn't fill it, y'all. But, you know, Mike, then anybody more that does it after the top 100 while supplies last can buy it. So again, it is a race, you guys, and the last time we gave you 24 hours to do something, you did it in an hour. So you better not delay on doing this, especially if you want one of these signed editions, that's for sure. And this will have skid brew by the second time you see my face tonight.
There we go. Well, you know what? Let's do something fun. I know that people may have already started to see this online, but we know that a lot of you have been asking and going, man, I know that the big coffee stores are going to come back, and I'd really like to fill this with some pumpkin spice. And Starbucks and Dunkin', they're going to come out with it at some point. But what about that amazing keto coffee pumpkin spice? What if we could do that?
Gosh, Mike, we know that we love it already, so it's perfect time of year. I think a girlfriend of mine just said the other day, oh, I can't drink pumpkin spice unless it's the fall. Well, guess what? The fall is upon us, so can we do it?
Let's do it. It's launched right now. They're going to make it live. You can order it. It's back. The It Works Keto Coffee Pods. You can use the pod maker, or you can tear off the top, pour it in, and it's pumpkin spice flavor. It's absolutely amazing. We know so many of you have been talking about it, asking about it. Well, it's back. Limited time only while supplies last. This is a seasonal flavor, so take advantage of it while it's out there. You know, it's interesting. That's what we do with promotions, right, Cammie? We take advantage of them while they are out there, kind of like the information in this event. And this information in this event is going to be awesome. But we know that we got to stay close to the fire, you know. Fire, camping out, stay close, you stay warmer, your business stays tighter. So we actually want to announce our final summer camp for this year in September. We want to announce it tonight. Tickets are going to go on sale right now, so you can take advantage of the great deal. But Cammie, there's a reason people need to get these tickets.
Absolutely, Mike. I'll start by saying this. I just got off the phone with Mark about 15 minutes before this event started. He's fired up for tonight. We know we're going to hear from him later on in the evening. But Mark said that for those of you that buy the Plus Pass for September, he and Cindy are going to do a private Q&A with you the week following that event. I mean, that's huge. You guys can pick their brain on business, life, marriage. He doesn't know I'm volunteering him for all that. Child rearing, although you've seen what he's done with myself, Kinsey, and Kyler, so you might not want his advice for that. But we're going to get a private Q&A with Mark and Cindy. Is that what you meant, Mike? Is that what you wondered?
Well, that's one of the things.
Oh.
I mean,
look at my notes.
I'm just thinking, well, you think about this. You go to these events to stay close. It's like getting your oil changed, right? I mean, I think about my car. It's got a sticker up there, and it tells me when your oil gets to the 20% mark, go in and get it changed, right? So I already know I've got to keep the oil change in my car, because if you don't change your oil, your car may have some issues. And that's what I love, is staying close to the fire. You need to know what's coming, and you need to commit to it now, because you may be in a better place in your business next month. You may have a hump you got to get over, a funk you got to get over. So commit now, and we're going to incentivize them to commit now.
Well, Mike, I have to say this, because again, this year does not look like any of us thought it would. We knew there could be some challenges. It's an election year, right? And that is kind of what happens in election seasons. But I don't think we knew quite to this level. So here's the deal. As a mom of 3, I know that my kids are starting back to school. I know that there's parent nights, there's meet the teacher nights, there's the beginning of sports. It just is a lot of distractions. And so get your ticket for the September camp. I promise you now, whether you believe you do or you don't, you will need that event. You're going to need to stroke the fire come September to really finish the year strong. And so, Mike, in order for them to be, running right through the finish line through the end of this year, yes, it's going to be a private Q&A with Mark and Cindy. By the way, he's texting us. I'm afraid to look at it.
He's chatting live right now. He's on here chatting with everybody in the chat bubble. So if you want to interact with him, hey, owner, CEO, he's on there chatting. He can't wait. He can't keep himself.
But, Mike, let's go ahead and give him a product reward. Can we go ahead and give him a product reward, both U.S. and a product credit in the U.S., product reward for our international markets? Can we do that for all the players?
I think so. And I think a sample credit in the U.S. is something that so many people are excited about. So the product credit international, a sample credit in the U.S. And here's what's cool. That's going to be good for if you're in the U.S. and you purchase this, but you got to purchase it either tonight through Sunday. So these extra perks that we're giving you for the Plus Pass only, purchase by going to your eSuite, clicking live events, click the Plus Pass, $19. $19. You're going to spend more on that than a dinner this weekend. Invest it back into your business. So we're going to give you a product credit internationally, a sample credit domestically, and those of you that do it by Sunday at midnight, we're also going to include one half off BBK code for you to enroll a distributor this month, right? Doesn't go past August. It's only good for this month. So if you purchase tonight, by tomorrow, you're going to get a message. You're going to have that code in your eSuite that you can go out and enroll a new team member for half off. Cammie, that's huge for them to put a spark into their business to explode it the rest of this month.
Exactly, especially all you new people who are running for Ruby and getting that $300 bonus. And we know that being able to offer somebody the gift of this business at 50% off is an incredible opportunity. So Q&A with Mark and Cindy as a Plus Pass holder. You also get that sample credit here in the U.S. You get the product credit international. And for those who purchase the Plus Pass membership by Sunday night, that's going to help you take your business to that next level this month. Mike, I think it's time to get this party started. What do you think?
Let's do it. Nothing but a good time the rest of the night.
We've been a good time. What are you talking about?
I'm continuing it.
Okay, so I just want to tell you guys, Mike is on double duty. He is not only hosting this event with us, but he's actually in charge of his little guy, Rocco. So he has locked all doors, windows. He's got, I believe, pads on windows, walls, and everything else. Right, Mike? Everything going on?
The alarm is set. So if you hear crazy noises or a little guy's on my shoulders and the next time I'm here live, just be ready for it.
That's awesome. That is so awesome. Well, listen, you guys, I'm excited. We had our first It Works spotlights highlighted at our first summer camp session. And tonight we're going to continue on the tradition, and we get to hear from our very own Presidential Diamond, Morgan Martin, and it's going to be all about simple ways you can connect with your customers and get them ordering more, keep them ordering and getting them ordering more. So let's go ahead and hear from Morgan, shall we?
Let's go, Morgan.
Hey guys, I'm Morgan Martin, and I am from Michigan, and I'm a Presidential Diamond with It Works, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about signing up loyal customers and how to do that on the spot, easily and effortlessly, how to gain confidence in talking to customers, and just the simple flow that I use for my conversations. I shared this with my team, and it was so dang helpful for them. So if you have a pen and paper, write this down. I'm going to go through the steps that I do in my customer conversations each and every single time. Then I'm going to explain how those steps look and what I say and kind of some verbiage that I use. And I'm also going to give you a couple of pointers that you're never going to want to miss when you're talking to loyal customers. Okay, so step number one, you're going to talk to them about the product and the price. I do them at the same time all together, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. The next thing is that I explain the 90-day challenge or the loyal customer program to them. The third thing that I do is I get their number. The fourth thing that I do is I walk them through the signing up process, usually with the Connect app and doing the shopping cart. And then the fifth thing that you're going to do is that's where you're going to have the upsell, and you're going to mention the distributorship to them instead of becoming a customer. You're going to offer them the business. And so I will show you an example of a conversation that I use, and we'll have some, things going up on the screen for that conversation. But I also use my personal results to make sure that you're sending a results picture each and every time that you're talking to a customer. Another thing that you want to remember is that you always want to end every single message with a question. And the third thing that you're going to want to do is you're always going to want to be personal. And so I'll show you how that kind of flows. So let's just pretend that I have a potential customer from a ThermoFight X Host-to-Post, okay? So we're all using Host-to-Post. If you're not, get with it, because you should be using Host-to-Post. Host-to-Post is killing the game. It's helping me and my team so much with signing our customers, and we are able to get distributors from them as well, and we're able to upsell. So I'll show you how that conversation would look, okay? So let's say that I had someone post about ThermoFight X for me, and then they had someone comment on their post. I'm going to shoot them a message and just say, hey girl, I saw the comment on your friend's post about the ThermoFight X. Then I'm going to send them the information. And then I'm going to go straight into, this is the pricing of the product, retail price, and this is the loyal customer discounted price. Then I end it with a question. Don't forget that part. So I end it with a question, and I just say, what do you think? What are your health goals? Okay, that is a direct entrance and a door into me being able to be personal with them, and for the upsell that we're going to be doing later, okay? So they come back, and let's just say that this is a mom and she's struggling with, after she's had a baby, and she's super busy because now she's back at work and she wants to lose some weight, but she just doesn't have time to go to the gym. Or she's eating healthy, but she's just not seeing the results that she wants. So now I get to relate to her. Now, I'm not a mom, but I could say, oh my gosh, I have so many friends who are moms who say the exact same thing. A lot of them that are on my team and they're using these products, they're seeing phenomenal results with these, and I kind of am personal with them, okay? So I'm sharing all of this stuff, telling them, ways that this is going to help them, and telling them how I can relate to their story, and I can talk about how I have a busy schedule, and using these doesn't take any extra time, and how these are easily helping me bridge the gap between what I'm doing on my own and where I want to be. And so then I'm going to go straight in from being personal. Okay, that's where you're going to do that at the beginning. Then I always say, these are my results. And I always send my personal corporate approved before and after pictures. If you don't have your own personal before and after pictures, number one, you can use someone else's. There are so many that are available to you on the Connect app. Number two, get your own results pictures. It doesn't matter what product it's for. It could be a skincare product. It could be hair, skin, and nails. It could be a collagen before and after, BFF. It could be a weight loss if that's your goal. Make sure that you're getting your own before and after pictures though, because people are going to take that more seriously. So I send my results and I say, these are my results. And then I go right into the 90-day challenge. Okay. And I explain what that is. And I always end with a question, and I say, sound good? Question mark. Okay, so again, I'm going to go back through what I've already done. So I started with the pricing and the product, went all together in the same thing, and I ended with the question. She responded, then I was personal. I said, these are my results. I sent her a picture. When I said, this is the 90-day challenge, all in one message. So far, I've sent 2 messages and she's only sent 1, okay? The reason that I do the pricing in with the product information is because I keep the conversation short. A confused mind says no, and that goes for you too, because if your customers are confused, then they're not going to say yes. And if you're confused, then you're not going to want to talk to customers as much because you don't feel confident. So this is going to help you grow your confidence because you have a system, you have a flow, you do the same thing every time. Product information and the pricing, and then you go right into the, this is me being personal with you. These are my results or my friend's results, and this is the 90-day challenge. Sound good? And then they say yes or they say no, and then this is where they ask another question. But either way, our next step is step number 3, we're going to get their phone number. So let's say she comes back and says, how much caffeine is in it? How much is this, or can I see some ingredients? I love sending our product info sheet that's available on our website when you go to the product and click view product info. So I'll send a product info sheet, and then what's my next step? Getting their number. So with that product info sheet, I'm going to say, here you go. This is straight from our website with all of the ingredients and information that you need. Yay, can I get your number? It'll be easier than using DM. Super simple. Remember, you don't give them your number because they're going to get control of the conversation. You want to maintain control of the conversation. So you're going to get their number and then you just message them, and I do a simple message like, hey girl, it's Morgan from Facebook. How are you? And then she says, I'm good. How are you? This is another chance for you to be personal. Remember, that's one of our little key things that we're going to be doing in our conversations is being personal. And then I'll say, I'm great. Like, I'm grilling out with my husband. We're just hanging out on the back patio. I hope that you're having a good day. I am so excited to help you order your ThermoFight X. Are your billing and shipping addresses the same? And I just asked that question to kind of prompt them once they're on the Connect app or once they're on their website or in their shopping cart link, that they're going to want to make sure that they put both addresses in so they don't have any issues during sign up. So they say yes or they say no. That's also a little indicator that, hey, we're about to make the order. Okay, we're about to order something. Instead of me saying, are you ready to order? I never, ever, 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 ever ask if they're ready to order. I assume the sale. If they're not, they'll let me know. But otherwise, I assume the sale because it's just like, think about your mom saying, hey, do you want to go clean your room? You'd say no. There's no reason that you can't clean your room, or do you want to go clean your room now or later? You would choose later even though you could do it now. You would just pick later because it's an option. But if your mom said go clean your room and you're respectful, you would go clean your room. So it's one of those things where I just say, okay, like we're going to go ahead and order, but in a way that's kind of hinting at that. So it's not just so like a smack in the face whenever I tell them, hey, I'm going to go ahead and send you your shopping cart link. Okay. So that's kind of how I go into the conversation. So I say, hey, this is Morgan from Facebook. How are you? I'm good. How are you? I'm awesome. And then I tell them a little bit about me, or I relate to what they said. And then I say, I ask about their billing and shipping addresses. Okay. So then after that, that's where the upsell comes in. Okay. Because remember, that's the next step in the conversation. So we're going to talk to them about upselling before we bring up the distributor conversation. Okay. So I say, with your ThermoFight X, before I create your shopping cart link, which we can do in the Connect app, I'm going to say I'm getting your shopping cart link together. Before I make your shopping cart link, I just wanted to see, did you want to add the cleanse onto this? Or did you want to add the coffee and the greens onto this to have that whole duo and the trio? And a lot of us use that to help, enhance our results. And so then I'll explain a little blurb about each of the products. I'll explain how much, money that she's saving by getting the extra pack. And then she'll say yes or she'll say no. But guys, at the end of the day, if she says no, you're still talking to her about the product. You're still recommending this product to her, and she's going to order at least one thing. So even if she doesn't get the whole weight loss pack, she's at least getting something. And so that is a win no matter what. So don't worry about whether or not they say yes to the upsell, because you still win. And by asking them, at least you let them know that you care and that you're invested in the well-being of the customer, and you're also invested in their success with our products. And so a little goes a long way when you're asking people for an upsell. And so I will mention that. And there are a ton of scripts too, I think, in the Connect app about upselling. And so I use those, and you can ask her if she wants to upsell. If she says yes, you can add those items into the cart before you ship out that or send out that shopping cart link. And then after the upsell, no matter which one that they say yes or no, I'll always mention one more time real quick before I send you the shopping cart link. I just had to ask for only X amount of dollars more. So let's say that they did upsell and they ended up getting the greens and they got the ThermoFight X. So that's roughly $80 worth of product. So I would send her a message, and this is why I do it after the upsell, because it makes the margin smaller. I'll say for only $19 more, you could actually just become a distributor, do this business with me, and you can actually use the products and make money while getting your own personal results. Would you rather be a customer for now, or would you rather upgrade to being a distributor and letting me show you how I make money using these products and working this business? They say yes or they say no. Again, at the end of the day, it's a win, and you've planted that seed in their head so that whenever they come across a time where they need an extra income or they're loving their products, they're going to immediately think, oh, I should do this business. So I recommend the business to them then. I also recommend, some other products. So if they don't say yes to them then, they're always going to come back and ask about them later. And so then I send the shopping cart link, or I'm on the phone with them and I help them walk through their order, and then they place their order. And so guys, my conversations go the exact same way every single time. By doing those simple steps I'm able to talk them through every single thing that they need to know, and I'm keeping control of the conversation. I feel confident. I know exactly what my next step is. I'm ending everything with a question. I'm never just answering the question that they ask. I'm also sending my next step in the flow. So if they ask me a question right after I send, the information about the product, I'm going to answer that, but then I'm also going to say, and these are my results, and this is the 90-day challenge. And I'm obviously checking back in with them. I don't just want them to do the 90-day challenge. I'm going to check back in with them and mention the distributorship again to them. I'm going to talk to them again, and I'm going to ask them if they want to try something different. I want to keep them on for longer than just the 90 days. So it's really important that even after this, that you have some type of follow-up system with your customers to keep them ordering for longer than just that. So I hope that this helps you, and I know for my team that this has changed the game for them. So I hope that this helps you to go out there and just kill it with all of your customers. They are truly the bread and butter of what we do, guys. If you have an incredible team of distributors but no customers, you wouldn't actually promote. So make sure that you're making this a priority in your business, and that you are leading from the front in your customer enrollments, and that you are using some type of a flow, whether it's mine or you make up your own, to use for these customer conversations so that you can gain confidence and do this every single day. Bye,
Hello, y'all. My name is Alicia White. I am a Triple Diamond Leader with It Works, and I joined the business in July of 2019. Before I joined the business, I was really overweight. I was unconfident in my own skin, and I really had no idea where I was going with my life. I knew whenever I got started that I wanted to get my own personal results because I saw so many others with their own results. I knew that it would be a game changer for my business. So I ordered products, and I immediately got started, and within 5.5 months, I surpassed the goal weight that I had set for myself. And being able to share my journey with my potential customers, all of my friends, all of my family, it's really impacted my business in so many positive ways, because whenever you get your own personal results, you're able to seal the deal. You're able to, really give your own personal experience with the products and, have a true recommendation and be able to really fit these products into other people's lives as well. What works for me might not work for somebody else, and I've learned to realize that throughout this business. I'm more confident in my skin now more than I ever have been. I am, loving my life. We live a life of more, and just being able to welcome my daughter into this world next month and know that with this transitional life change and having amazing products to be with me, beside me, that I will be more energized, I will be more focused, and I will be ready to take on the world. And I'm so excited. I'm so thankful for amazing products and this amazing company to be behind me along the way.
Hey everyone, my name is Chrissy Wilson. I'm a Triple Diamond. I've been with this business for 1.5 years. Before It Works, life looked completely different. I was working night shift as a nurse. And if anyone is a night shift worker watching this, drop a 1, because you guys know what that is like. When I got started, I knew I had to get my hands on some products, you guys. So the very first product that I got corporately approved results with was the Ultimate Body Applicator. I loved being able to have my own results, and I felt so confident to be able to share my own testimony with the product. Now that I've tried the Sleepy Tea, I rest so peacefully. I'm able to wake up refreshed. Normally, I'm hitting the snooze button a few times, but with the Sleepy Tea, I wake up ready to conquer my day. As nurses, we love to help people, so I love that I'm not only able to feel confident using these products, but I'm able to share it with others as well. Thank you guys for tuning in. Bye.
That was amazing. How was that for a jump start in the beginning of this next summer session? Well done, Morgan. And I gotta say, Alicia White, Chrissy Wilson, good job. I'm excited about your stories, and I'm excited about the message that you're sharing. First of all, where are all my Plus Pass holders at? Are you not excited for the ability to go back and catch that spotlight video from Morgan on demand? That girl can talk fast, and she was throwing down a lot of tips that you can use to not only get the sale, but increase the sale. And I don't know if you noticed it or not, but she was also very intentional with incorporating the business conversation with every person that she introduces to the business, to the products, regardless of whether they ask to join the business or not. And I want you to hear that message throughout the night. Whether somebody comes to you interested in the products, or they're interested in the business. They deserve to hear about both. It's their decision which direction they're going to choose to get involved. But you know what? It's our job to make sure we share both. And I got to tell you, after almost 15 years with It Works, you would be surprised the number of people that are customers but didn't even realize there was a business attached to this and they needed the business. So don't be that person that they come back and say, why didn't you share this with me? Make sure you're introducing it to every person you're talking about products to, as well as those inquiring about the business. Now, another thing I love that Morgan said is she assumes the sale. And I think that is, people can feel your confidence. And part of the reason I feel that Morgan is so confident is because she has her own results. I noticed that both with Alicia and with Chrissy. And I gotta say that both of them are some of our top movers and shakers for the 2020 year already. And I truly believe that confidence and that explosion in their business came from having their own results. Now, for those of you that don't have your own before and after pictures, this isn't your excuse to say this is why my business isn't growing. Okay, get a product, try a few products, and get your own before and after. But also realize there's so many other before and afters out there that you can use to share a story about a product or a package of products and the results that they give. But also don't use the fact that that's already out there to not get your own. I'm telling you, there's something that happens internally when you have your own results, and make sure you're not sharing before and afters that haven't been corporate approved. We're going to kind of hit some of that compliance matters all throughout tonight, but make sure you get those approved by compliance. And I'm excited because the next segment is really some of our top loyal customer gatherers and business builders. And you know what I think is interesting is each one of them has their own unique style. As you're listening to them share how they're gathering customers, how they're building their business, if there's something that you're doing that they're not mentioning, please share it with us in the chat room. Remember, when the tide rises, all the boats get higher. And so we can really glean from each other. Now, before we kick off that segment, I do want you to know I got my Skinny Brew ready to go. My poor children, we may never go to bed tonight, but I do officially have Skinny Brew in my mug. And you know what? Why don't you do me a favor and help me welcome the next group that we're going to hear from tonight. That is Jessica, Nina, Rachel, Samantha, Brielle, and Jennifer. I can't wait to learn from you ladies. Let's go.
Hi, well, thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here. I hope that everyone's learning all of the tips from this amazing boot camp. I know I learned a lot from the last one. So my name is Jessica. I'm 23 years old. I promoted to Ambassador Diamond last year. Using the tip that I'm about to give you, I enrolled so many customers. I went from regaining my triple diamond to promoting to Ambassador in a couple months using this tip. So my tip would be creating content that lets your friendlies know you on a more personal level and attract them via one of your hobbies, something you like to do. This will connect you with them on a more personal level, and you will have their trust faster because they will feel like they know you. So creating content also lets them see you as a person who is recommending something that you love instead of a salesperson trying to get quick cash. And this in combination with having your own personal results is what made my business totally explode. Last year, I lost so much weight using the products, and I posted it all over social media. Every time I lost a pound, every time I got new hair results using the hair and skin and nails and collagen, I will post that, and people will go crazy because they would see that somebody that they feel like they know was getting amazing results from these products. So they will message me, and I wouldn't even have to go back and forth trying to convince them to order. It's because I put out this content. I put out my personal life. I post about my family. I post pictures of when I go out. I post my life out there, and I put this content in. They feel like they know me. So I didn't have to go back and forth trying to get this purchase. And I will get so many orders in a day just using this tip. So I hope that you incorporate it in your life, put your life out there, let people see you more as a person and less as a salesperson. And don't be shy. Don't be shy, and put those amazing selfies on social media and put your beautiful family on social media. So that would be my tip.
We live! Hello, everybody. And I am Nina Rochelle Moorer, currently serving as a presidential diamond out of the Ardmore, Pennsylvania area. I am a 48-year-old wife, mom of 4 children, 32, 27, 21, and a 6-year-old, a glamour of 1 baby girl, a former hairstylist, 27 years, worship leader. I love to cook, have fun, play cards, but I love God's people. And I have been with It Works Global now for 22 months. September will make 2 years, and I'm so excited to be here. My journey has been amazing. So I went ruby in 3 hours, diamond in 7 days. I went a triple diamond in 60 days, and then presidential diamond in 120 days. And my husband and I, Paul, built this organization from the muscle. And so I want you all to know this, that how am I still, 22 months later, still in the top enrollers, still enrolling loyal customers every single month, 35 plus, still enrolling business partners, 5 to 10 business partners every single month. It's because I go live. So go live. That is my tip to you. Go live. Be consistent every single day because you connect with your audience. Be transparent. Don't sell products. Share results. Don't sell products. Share benefits, right? Use humor and continuously be looking for the people that are looking for you. Go live. Be authentic. Have some fun and keep winning.
Hi everyone, I am so excited and so honored to be here with you guys today. My name is Rachel Melton. I'm a presidential diamond with It Works, and I started 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I jumped in because I wanted to alleviate some of the financial burden that me and my husband had. We were both working full-time at the time. We had a 1-year-old son, and we were always struggling to make ends meet. I saw us repeating patterns that I didn't want to be repeated, and I wanted more for my kids. And so I decided to give this a shot and jump all in, and it has been the best time of my life. So my biggest tip for enrolling customers is to post before and after pictures. There is so many before and after pictures that are so important to our business, and people want to see results, right? They want to see what the product is going to do for them. They want to be inspired, and those results pictures are so inspiring. It shows somebody else taking the journey that this next new person is about to start taking. So I recommend posting a before and after picture at least once a day. I like to make at least one post that has that before and after picture slipped in there somewhere. And then I also like to post before and after pictures in my stories, and I like to post before and after pictures as well in the comments section on the host of posts that I have out for the day. So I hope this helps you guys. This has just completely changed my business, just sharing these before and after pictures, and so I know that it can help you guys as well.
Hi guys, how are you? I'm Sam Bowers. I am a presidential diamond. I am a mom of 4, a wife, and a former restaurant manager. When it comes to signing a decent amount of customers a month, you want to make sure that your follow-up game is on point. So something that works for me is to make sure that I am checking back in with every single person I possibly can. I like to go in my messenger to the day before and make sure that I am following up person by person. Someone that is interested in product information or pricing, I will send them a message saying that I'm so excited, can I give you any more information? Someone who said that they were going to host a post for me but never did, I'll tell them that I'm getting my entries in and asking them if they want me to include them. As I go, I personally like to archive messages because I like to clear my inbox. So I also write people down. I write down if they're interested in being a distributor, what product they were interested in. So that way when we have a promotion, I'm able to go back through my written list and follow up with those specific people. And lastly, if you're someone who may have skipped doing this a few months, you can go back to the month prior, today's date, and message everybody. 2 months prior, 3 months prior, and do the same thing. You want to make sure that you're staying in the front of someone's mind and the very top of their inbox. That's the way that you're going to get people to actually commit to signing up or joining you or even posting for you. Those are my tips. I can't wait to hear your aha moments, friends.
Hey guys, super excited to be here. My name's Brielle, and I'm 25 years old from New Jersey. I started this business 3 years ago as a super busy college student. Definitely counted myself out, though, before joining because I was super shy and a little bit awkward, but so happy I did decide to say yes because my life looks totally different now. I'm a presidential diamond with the company. This business has helped me break out of my shell, meet so many amazing people in the process, make the beach my office during the summertime, and also boost my confidence and help others boost theirs as well through our amazing products. Guys, these products are amazing. And because I love these products, I have been able to become a top enroller for enrolling loyal customers. The reason why, and what I would say my number one tip would be when it comes to signing loyal customers, is to create urgency. And how I do that is using voice message. Whenever someone says they're going to let me know, no, I'm not going to let them let me know. I'm going to send them a voice message and say, hey, listen, this product is super hot right now. It's flying off the shelves. You're going to be the first one. You're going to want to be the first one of all your friends to get your hands on it, get these amazing results so you can share them and feel like your best self. And when they hear my voice and how excited I am about the product, they're going to want to say yes too. And that is my number one tip on signing loyal customers. Thanks, guys.
Hey everybody, it's such an honor to be here with you today. My name is Jennifer Weatherly and I'm a Presidential Diamond Leader. Prior to It Works, I was a stay-at-home mom while my husband worked his business. I have 2 boys, ages 12 and 5, and my youngest has multiple special needs. So at that time, my life revolved around my kids, doctor's appointments, and therapies. 3.5 years ago, It Works presented itself to me through a post on social media, and I was super skeptical and nervous, but also extremely curious. So I dove in and I gave it my all. However, I have had to experience a lot of ups and downs on my journey, but here we are, a presidential team pushing towards ambassador. I've been able to work exclusively from my phone for the past 3 years. We're a full-time family, and I get to be the yes mom I always wanted to be. I've also learned it's okay to have doubts and fears, but it's overcoming those doubts and fears that make all the difference. So my tip to you guys today would be to just go for it. Go all in and don't be afraid to ask. Several of us are utilizing Host-to-Post right now to increase our customer enrollments, but when it comes to reaching out about the opportunity, we can sometimes let that doubt and fear creep in. So take this time to start getting comfortable reaching out to your current customers. I reach out to my customers every month to make sure they're liking their products, but on their 3rd month, I like to reach out and bring up the opportunity because you never know who's interested until you ask. So start asking today if they would be interested in hearing more about what it is that you do because they make the best team, they're already familiar with the products, and their audience can relate. So get out there and start asking.
Hey you guys, I am Lacey Rocca. I am a triple diamond from Lafayette, Louisiana, and I have been with the business since February of 2019. And I am here to tell you, if you are not using the products and getting results, you are missing out. I have signed so many teammates and so many customers just from them seeing my personal results with the coffee and the greens and the Thermophyte eggs. They see that I'm so much more of a happier person. And I also recently chopped off 10 inches of my hair to donate to children with hair loss. And using the hair, skin, and nails and the collagen, my hair is growing so much quicker now. I'll be able to donate it again, and it's so exciting. So if you are in a slump or something, find a product, start using it, get your results. People are going to see your excitement with the products, and they're going to ask questions, and they're going to want to start doing exactly what you're doing. So be loud about it, get results, and just grow your business like crazy. Okay, you'll have a great night.
Wow. I mean, amazing, amazing tips. I mean, those are some incredible tips. Drop some comments there if you love those tips. And I got to tell you, Rachel, I mean, before and after picture, amazing. Lacey, before and after picture, amazing. And, you know, what I love is that our business is built so simple on being who you are, taking our amazing products, showing what results that you get. So if you don't have an incredible, amazing before and after picture, maybe like Rachel or Lacey yet, why not get on 1 or 2 or 3 of our products and get your own before and after picture? I'm working on another after picture right now myself. So you just got to do it. You got to take that step. And I was looking here, Lacey, my gosh, I think you went double and triple diamond this year. So congratulations for that. That is absolutely huge. And listen, if you don't have your own before and after picture right now, number 1, get it. Number 2, you can go to our Pinterest page. There's just hundreds of other people's corporate approved before and after pictures that you can use. And make sure if you do get your before and after picture, get it corporate approved. We want to put it out there, keep you compliant. Submitting your before and after has never been easier using the Connect app. That's right. You can go right to your Connect app and put your before and after picture directly into compliance. Okay, so amazing tips. We're continuing to move on. You know, those of you that have been wanting to get a real close up on this mug, drink coffee, make money, sleep, repeat. Remember, 1 loyal customer, 1 new distributor. I believe it was the first 100. So get that done. And then remember, pumpkin spice is now available in Keto Coffee, and you got to get your September summer camp ticket. Get it tonight. If you get it tonight or no later than Sunday by midnight, this Sunday, you're going to get that sample credit in the U.S. and 1 coupon to enroll a new team member at half off their BBK, and that's only good this month. So you want to get that in, get your order in. It's $19. You get the Plus Pass, all the perks that go with that, plus you get to build your business with that $49 half off BBK. And with that, when I think about building the business, I think about none other than the queen of It Works, my younger sister. I'm going to bring on here live right now our Chief Networking Officer. I bet she's here, Pam Souter. So, Pam, join me on stage right now. Pam. Hey.
Oh,
I love it.
I'm loving this camp. This information, the before and afters, the tips. Wow.
It's huge. It's huge. Somebody texted me a while ago and they said, "Are you guys really live?" So I'm going to prove it. So just to get the camera out, there's my cell phone, right? Thursday, August 13th, 7:02. We are live right now with Mike and Pam. Pam, it has been an amazing time. What amazing before and after pictures a while ago. Rachel, Lacey, and others.
You know, I'm loving it. And Mike, I'm with you. I have my before. It's so bad. But I'm going, and this week I am determined to get my after, because people need to know what we have our hands on. We've got products that actually work. I'm loving all of that now. You know what I love even more is that everyone is so authentic. They're using the products. They're so excited about it, but they're gathering those customers and sponsoring those distributors with it. That's how you create a big business.
No doubt about that. And we know with the September ticket, they can go right now to their eSuite, click live events, $19. They get the full event, Plus Pass, and talk about building their business. They get the $49, the half off BBK code to be able to use to enroll someone. That's huge, Pam.
It is. It's worth doing it. So go do it. Start, because these are just getting better and better. I mean, the information that's coming out, we're utilizing the entire field for this. So get us those before and afters in, because you never know. Next month, you might be a part of this as well. So, Mike, I'm excited about my segment. We have been talking all week. We've been going over all the questions. We've got questions from the field. So let me get this party started on this side. Thanks, Mike.
You got some awesome guests, so take it away.
I do. I am so excited to be introducing you to I Know You. How can I resist? Hey, bring on the music. I'm ready to dance. Time and it don't get better than this. Don't need We've got such a great team on the back side of this too. You know, Ambassador Diamond is something we're all after, but to do it twice, we've got several couples that have done this. I can't think of two better couples to have come on with me in just a second, because they are Joel and Stephanie Dunn, who've been with us 11 years. John and Sherry Lynn Acala, 6 years. Both have gone double ambassador, and the Dunns are also Black Diamonds. You've asked questions, we're going to answer them. So let's bring on the Dunns and the Acalas. I feel so honored to have both of you, both couples on with me tonight. This is just such a fun time to get together. I feel like we're sitting around the campfire. I've done that with both of you, and we are going to answer questions straight from the field. So you ready to start?
Ready. Yes.
All right, let's do it.
I feel like we all got a memo about a shirt or something. I love this.
Yeah, you guys are looking at me. All right. This question is from Lydia. And so Sherry Lynn, I want you to answer this, and then I'm going to go to the Dunns on another one. What does your daily schedule look like to work your business? Can you really have it all? Business owner, wife, and mom.
Okay, I love that question, and I feel like I get asked that a lot. So if you don't know, I have 3 kiddos, an 8-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 2-year-old. Well, he'll be 2 today. He turned 2 today, my son. So 8, 7, and 2. So I've always had at least 1, if not more, babies at home with me working this business. So here's the thing. Yes, you can have it all, and I actually learned that from the queen herself, because I remember calling her having a meltdown probably a year into my business, like, I don't know if I can do it. And she's like, Sherry Lynn, you can have it all. Like, you need to set those income producing times. You need to, time block. And that's what I would say, you guys, time block. Everyone's schedule looks different. So I could tell you my schedule, but that might not fit for you. Some of you, I have a triple diamond on my team. She's a school teacher working full time. Other ones are doing distance learning. You don't have kiddos at home, or maybe, you work 2 jobs, or you go to school, or whatever it is. But I have literally, I'm like a granny. And grannies are cool because we got the queen, but I have a paper planner, and every day, the night before, I set when are going to be my time blocks. I know that I've got to have a time to do my core 4, to do those daily tasks that are in your e-suite. And so what I would say to you is, yes, you can have it all, but you've got to be intentional when it's business time and give it all to the business. And then when you have on your mom hat and your kiddos are home, focus on them. And then if we decide, hey, we're going to hang out at night when the kids go to bed, I'm present and there with John. It's just about giving it all to whatever area you're at. And so for me, it's the night before setting my day.
Yes, I love that. Sherry Lynn, I remember that call. And yes, I remember, and I'm so thankful. Reach out to your upline or somebody that's been in the business for a while, because we've all gone through it. All right. The Dunns are with us. They are in the house. All right. And you are a power couple. And this is from Marissa. She goes, wow, you are both power couples that have achieved so much. What's the most important key to attracting distributors to build your team that want to run with you? I can't think of anyone better that runs than Stephanie and Joel. I mean, you're always putting in new people, have for 11 years. How would you answer that?
I love this question. So it's actually like, it makes sense. You be the runner, you set the pace. And so, if you feel like how you want more, you keep going until you find that person that's going to be like you. Now, I may get frustrated sometimes that people don't run as fast as me, but you don't slow down for the ones that are slow either. So that's kind of goes both ways. So you have your pace that you want to go, and there's going to be walkers, there's going to be runners, and you run with the runners, you walk with the walkers, and maybe they'll pick up because life happens, and that's okay. I don't ever give up on them, but you need to show up every day big. Like, I got into this not knowing, you may be brand new, not knowing things, but you learn and you show up. Every single day, you just show up, whether you feel like it or not. So you need to be disciplined along this journey. And so that's just something, when you take a look at this and you want to be successful people do the hard things. And that's sometimes waking up a little bit earlier, staying up a little bit later, running with it. But I think one of the most important things that people point out is I'm always having fun. And so have fun with this business. You guys, we get to do this from anywhere and with who we want. And so that's been a huge key. I'm positive, I'm excited, I speak what I want, and that's what I'm going to keep running for.
All right, so Joel, step in here because I have traveled with the two of you over the 11 years. First time I ever met Stephanie was in Liverpool, over in the UK, and working. What when you're together, how do you work together even when you're traveling? How do you what do you offer each other as far as the help?
Oh man, it's great to be a power couple because that's what people say. They're like, hey, you're a power couple, guys. There's no power whatsoever. It's just doing what needs to be done. So the thing that I normally tell couples is when you really decide to do this, and I know John and Sherry Lynn have probably done this, is take a moment and sit down as a couple. Here, we're doing marriage therapy all of a sudden, and find out what each other's strengths and weaknesses are. Because what you'll find out is Stephanie's love language is go sign up 10 distributors. That's just it. Her love language is sign up distributors. But when you get to conversation about what your strengths and weaknesses are, you'll find out that actually God kind of paired you together for a reason. Because you'll notice that your strengths are her weaknesses and her strengths are your weaknesses. So you'll see how you're kind of designed to go together. And then once you have a foundation of what your strengths and weaknesses are, guys, throw all of your energy into your strengths. And that's what Stephanie and I do. So when we're out and about, she's out doing stuff. She's taking pictures. I'm taking pictures of her. She's asking people. I'm telling people about products. Obviously, I've been a perpetual before and after. Guys, if you're not a before and after, a walking billboard for the company, I mean, they give us these amazing shirts. There's no easier way to do it as a couple that way.
I love it. I love it. All right, John and Sherry Lynn, how would you answer that question?
I mean, you know what? I think Joel covered it really, really well. I think the only thing that I would add to that, if we're going to go in marriage counseling and couple counseling, is don't expect your strength to be their strength, and be okay with their weakness, but like include them in the business. So let's talk about the couple that isn't the Joel and Stephanie and the John and Sherry, because that's actually, we're probably very much so the exception at this point in the business. Normally someone joins the business and the spouse is not supporting. So let's talk on that, to that. You know what? Some people just don't see an opportunity right out of the gate. Some people don't understand. I was one of those people. It wasn't until we hit Diamond that Sherry could pay our mortgage that I said, oh, buy me a t-shirt. How can I help? And so sometimes the spouse doesn't see the opportunity. And so I want to speak to that person. Don't give up because someone can't see the vision that you see. Don't give up because they don't see the opportunity that you don't see. Imagine if like Steve Jobs would have given up because one person didn't believe in his vision, or, Walt Disney, or whoever, name Mark Pentecost. You could throw them out there, Pam Souter. Imagine if that one person, maybe it was their spouse, maybe it was a significant other, didn't believe in what they were doing and they quit. Imagine the thousands of lives that would not be changed. So what do you have to do? You have to stay the course until they see the vision, and then along the way find their strengths. And I guarantee you, if you do it long enough, they will come on board, because they will begin to see how it can change their life.
Oh, beautiful. Sherry Lynn, do you have anything you want to add to that?
I would just say communicate, because at the very beginning, I remember having to tell John, okay, I'm going for Diamond. There's this bonus. I'm like, I need, can you put the kiddos to bed so I can get on this call? Or just having that open communication. I've made the mistake. We've been married like a long time. I don't know. Almost
14 years.
14 years. He's the date person. 14 years. Okay. But we've been married, and I always think he can read my mind, but he can't. So with the business, communicate. Whether it's you needing their help, so you can hop on a call, or maybe you are married to someone that's really great with reports like John, and you want to teach them and have them run reports for you, or whatever it is. Utilize their strength, but communicate. They can't read your mind.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And you know, this question, we could have completely avoided, but I think it's so important. How do you deal with negativity on your team? This is more of a leadership question, a question that, you know, well, it may come up as a Ruby. So, Joel and Stephanie, have you ever had negativity?
No way. Never. In 11 years, not one negative person.
How about your life then, Joel?
So what a great question. Actually, I love this question because it's truthful.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. And we're in a business where we deal with people. And so you just expect that you can go above and beyond and be the best person that you can be, and they still may be negative. So it's choosing how are you going to handle that, you know, and I choose to go at it like, I bend over backwards. I want to know, hey, how can I do better? So if this is your opinion, what can I do to learn from you? And so I spin it onto them, hopefully that they can come back. If a customer say maybe they weren't happy with the result, well, what were you losing? Maybe we need to try a different product, and they appreciate that. So I want good, negative, I want all the feedback I can because it just helps you as a leader, as a business builder, how you can do more. Business-wise, it's talking to your team and saying, hey, there's going to be things that come about that you may not be excited about. It's how you ask the question. And so if you're going to come to me for something and it comes off as a negative, you can learn to word it in a way of, I want a solution for that problem. Can you help me? And so as a leader, diamond and above, coach your teams of how you want them to come to you. And I learned this from Pam Souter. Very early on, that was a big key part because I knew I wanted to be a leader, and leaders handled situations in a positive spin. And if it's not going to help your business, I don't want that. Let's learn from it. Let's grow, and we're going to move forward. And you're going to tell me how did that help your business?
Guys, one thing that you need to learn about this specific question, and hopefully this really helps somebody out there. When somebody is coming to you negatively, it's coming out of one of two places. It's either coming out of fear or it's coming from hurt. Mm-hmm. So you're dealing with either somebody that's been hurt or somebody that's been fearful. So you have to deal with them in a way that's loving. You know, you have to understand that they're not attacking you. There's something going on that you don't, it feels like they're attacking you, and you may feel like that initially, but just know that your goal is to try and help them get from the negative thing that they're coming to a positive outcome.
Mm-hmm. You know, Joel, one of the things too that you've done maybe 3 times in 11 years is you reached out to me when this has happened to Stephanie, and you said, Pam, can you just reach out, just give her some love? And that's so important to find somebody that you feel you can step out if you need to and just offer that love and support. So great leadership on that. Okay, John and Sherry Lynn. You know, your life, if you look at your life on Instagram, it's just the most incredible life. And I know that people think that that's always the truth, always. However, you both have experienced negativity as well. How have you dealt with it without throwing it out through all the social media platforms and letting everybody else know about it?
I mean, stuff's going to happen. Like, life's going to happen. I don't talk about a ton, but after I had my son, I had some like postpartum depression that I had to like walk through. And that was really hard, running a business with a newborn, dealing with that. I had a colicky baby, you know, just different things. And I think John was always a huge support when I'm down. He really tries to lift me up. And so if you have a partner, I think that's a great thing. You know, when one of you's down, the other person lifting you up. But I just try the best. It doesn't mean things don't happen, but I can look at my glass as half full, or I can look at it as half empty, right? And so with anything, I can, you know, and I find that even with my daughter, our oldest has some ADHD. I could look at everything she's doing wrong and focus on that. Guess what? I'm going to get more of that. When I'm correcting her constantly, getting on to her, Jocelyn, stop doing this, that, she like does more of that. But when I start focusing on the good that she's doing, you are a leader, and, you know, just like speaking life and giving her that encouragement, she wants to have more of that behavior. So for me, stuff happens. Life is not always perfect. I think yesterday all 3 kids were crying at once, and I was getting on another team Zoom, and I'm like, is this my life right now? They're all 3 crying. But just try to definitely focus on the good, because I think what you focus on, you get more of that. And so, yeah, that's what I'd say.
I love it. John, if you want to add anything.
I mean, not much. I just think, what do you want to come out of your business? Do you want positive out of your business, or do you want negative out of your business? Do you want positive out of your life? Do you want negative out of your life? Do you want positive in your marriage or negative out of your marriage? The thing that you give energy to is the thing that grows. And so that's all I would add is, so when negative comes, you have to give it positive. It doesn't matter what it is, especially in this business. Guess what? We are blowing it up in 2020. Guess what? More customers, more problem. Bigger paycheck, more problems.
More money,
more problems. That's the life that we live. So embrace those moments and realize the good in it, and then more good comes your way.
Oh, I love that. Wow. Okay, so have you ever, let me give this back up to Stephanie and Joel. Have you ever been stuck in your business? This is one of the biggest questions that I usually get for Ask Pam. Have you ever felt like you were walking through quicksand?
I think if somebody were saying no, they may be lying. So I think there's moments where we do feel stuck. And the greatest thing is knowing that from a leader, that we're so transparent that yes, we have, but we just get unstuck. And so we have a choice to quickly, as I've grown, realize I want to get unstuck quicker. And so we don't want to be stuck in that mud very long. And so recognize you're stuck, and then let's find the solution. And one of the times I was stuck was at a Double Diamond, and it was in my head. I had reached an income that I was content with, that I was like, this is a lot of money. I have never made this before monthly. And so I liked it. And I realized I wasn't focusing on my team, but I was at where the level I was. And that was so unfair of me, looking back going, I had arrived, but my team hadn't, and I wanted it to be more about my team. So I quickly realized I want my team to be here. So if you're new, or if you're at Diamond, you want your team to feel that way, so you want to push forward. And then recently, going Double Ambassador, I was like, do I really push for this? Because we've been number one for a long time. We're really blessed, and I didn't want to hurt feelings. And I had never felt that way in my business before. And I took a moment and thought, I would never tell my team to not go for it. I want to run, I want to go for it. And I want to also remember, I'm in the trenches with you guys. And I love that. You should be so excited, It Works distributors watching all around the world, that you have leaders that are in the trenches doing the work and sharing what's working. And I think that I hold so close to my heart, that we have amazing leaders that do that. So recognize, reach up to your upline, and then let's work on the solution to get you unstuck.
Okay. All right. We're getting close to our time, and I want to come down to the cows again. What's the hardest thing you've had to grow through? The hardest thing you had to grow through. I don't like this.
I know. I mean, I think probably the hardest thing to grow through has really been those feelings of when you feel sad, when you feel like, man, I lose my momentum. I feel like, to grow through that. And what I've had to learn is anytime I'm stuck, or anytime I'm like, I'm not feeling the momentum, or no one's promoting, the best thing I can do. Do y'all want to know the best thing you can do? I learned it from the Queen. And people used to be like, I want to hear more than just get to work. But that's it. You get to work. You feel stuck. I don't feel the momentum, or, no one's promoting. You get to work. You put someone new into your E-suite. You sign that new distributor, new blood, new life, You bring in the new, and that will change your business. Anyone that tells me I'm stuck at Ruby, or I've been at this, bring in someone new. Teach them to do what you do. What's the inactivity causes that saying?
Inactivity brings fear, and activity brings courage, right? I think something like that.
Yeah. I mean, so just get to work. Put one foot in front of the other. Just start, and that will change your business.
All right, final question real quick. Duns, are y'all having fun? Are you having fun?
Yes, this is amazing, guys.
You guys are having so much fun. How do you keep it fun?
I mean, we get to do an amazing life. So who do you want around it? You get to pick that and have fun and bring the people along with you. And I love it. I'm really proud. I have to give a shout out to my team. There's a group of them here, and I was really concerned they were going to be really loud. And so you did a great job. We're going to have a great time learning and growing together. And that's what it should be about. So create your fun. I'm always having fun. I love this life that we get to live.
I saw that house full of people. How about you two? Are y'all having fun?
We're having fun. I love this.
It's the greatest time of our lives because we're living a life of freedom. What's more fun than freedom?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, love it. All right, everybody. I feel so blessed to have interviewed both of you, and we want to thank all our teams out there for submitting the questions. Thank you both for being all four of you for being on with us tonight. So blessed. All right.
You guys, have fun.
Okay, hey, you are in for a big thrill. The next segment is full of leaders. Now, not only have they done more, they have multiple times throughout 2020, they have ranked up multiple times. You're going to be able to hear from them. They're going to give you tips and they're going to give you their stories. So get those pencils out, get that paper out, and get ready for this next segment. And thank you for having me on. Mwah! Love all of you so much.
Hello, Jennifer Nivens here, Triple Diamond leader out of the Charlotte, North Carolina area. And I am super excited, super blessed and thankful that God allowed me to scroll upon this opportunity on social media. I was nervous, I was anxious, I was skeptical, but I wanted more. And I knew nothing changes if nothing changes. And so I took that chance because I believed for more. I was a working wife. My husband and I, we were pregnant and expecting our first child at the time, which is all the more reason why this blessing is such a godsend, because that child that I was carrying at the time is our special needs child. He was diagnosed with autism. Now I'm a mom of two, and this business gives us the time freedom. I'm able to be home full time, but it gives us the choices to provide the best of care, the best of therapy, and my why is so much bigger because it's not only changing my life, but so many other moms and countless others. And I recently relaunched my business because It Works is home. And with relaunching my business, a tip that I would really like to give is to treat this business like a business. Just as you would a 9-to-5 working for someone else, being consistent and showing up, do the same for your business. Set those work hours. You have to tell your time where to go. So when are you doing those income producing activities? When are you working that power list? What activities are you doing, and factor it into your day? And whenever you treat it like you're a business and take that same pride and dedication as you would working for someone else, then you will see increase in your business.
Hi, I'm Liza Mendez. I'm a Triple Diamond. I started It Works in November of 2019. I was a customer and I saw my enroller make an incredible income from home. Before It Works, I was a salon owner and a nail tech, and I traveled across the state doing nails, and I didn't want to leave my family anymore. I saw the potential with this business, and so I decided to jump right in. And I followed everything exactly that's laid out for us. We have incredible support and an incredible system to go by. And I went Ruby my first full month in, and then I just kept going and pushing forward. I went Diamond in 90 days, and then I went Double and Triple, and my life has completely changed because of this business. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I have freedom of time, and I am just so thankful. So the one tip that I would give you guys as far as the business and your success is to have belief in the product, be a product of the product, and have a belief in your upline and the system, and just do all the things each day that you're supposed to do, and you'll have success in this business. Our compensation plan is incredible. This business as a whole, corporate, everything, everybody's incredible. And so, yeah, it's great. And I am so thankful that I was able to share with you guys. Thank you.
Hey, you guys, I am so excited to get to be doing this virtual event with you. My name is Rachel Whittington. I am 25 years old. I am a mom of two, and I'm married to my amazing husband. About a year and a half ago, we were really financially struggling. So I was working in corporate America. I was overworked and underpaid, never saw my babies, and I missed out on so many moments. I was scrolling Facebook one day, stumbled upon this opportunity, and it just kind of clicked. I knew that this would be the one thing that would absolutely change our lives and be the answer to so many prayers. So I just jumped in, was really nervous, and definitely started scared. But after about 9 months, I was able to quit my corporate job and become a full-time stay-at-home mom with my babies. Back in January, I went to conference with a few friends. I actually went diamond at conference. I went double 2 months later and triple 2 months after that. When I look back on this last year and a half in this business to find one tip to give you guys to help you be successful, it is to go live. I am so consistent sharing my story, sharing about the products, everything that I love about this opportunity and the milestones that we've been able to achieve because I said yes to this business. I find that you have to get people to know, like, and trust you before they're ever going to want to work with you. And when you go live, you make people feel like they know you. They get a little bit of a glimpse into what real life is like for you, and that is so attractive. So it's my biggest tip. Go live, get comfortable with doing the scary thing, talk about this opportunity, but it will truly bring people into your business that you never would have known without it.
Hi guys, I'm Fallon Rice Scott. I'm super excited to be here and share my tip of how we've been able to promote from Ruby to Triple Diamond this year as a team. And it basically came from me being super intentional with building my team without me having to be the master recruiter. So after I came in and I made sure that I had, the right people, I wanted to go leg by leg by leg and fill the gaps, not just with my personally enrolled people, but I wanted to really teach people on my team how to build a strong team and how to leverage that, right? If I have a newbie and they've brought in 3 people, that new person wants to go and make $450 and fast start bonuses, right? Versus me coming in and just placing. So I got really strategic. I went and printed off a big old presidential chart and I hung it up on my wall in my office. Sorry, I'm not at home. I'm on vacation right now. I would show you behind me exactly what I did, but I had a huge presidential chart blown up behind me, and I spent every week, every day, and I had someone different on my calendar from a different leg. So let's say I was trying to help a Ruby get a diamond chart filled out. I would have that Ruby leader put me in the chat, or maybe they were a diamond leader going for double, put me in the chat with the main leaders in their leg, and I would literally work with them on, okay, let's drop the names of 15 to 20 people that you would want to work with. I would walk with them through every step that it would take to actually help them enroll 1 to 3 to 5 people in that particular week. And I would give them strict deadlines, like, all right, we're going to have 3 distributors enrolled in the next 72 hours. Let's drop your people. Let's do this. Are we getting them on a call? Are we getting them on a whatever? And it was allowing the team to blow up because I was not the only one recruiting. I was teaching my team how to successfully build a team, and they got to see me do it in the chats with them every day so that it could be duplicatable. So that is my tip on how we grew from Ruby to Triple Diamond, seemingly overnight this year.
Hello tout le monde, j'espère que vous allez bien. En tout cas, je suis ravie d'être avec vous aujourd'hui. Donc, je me présente rapidement. Je m'appelle Amandine, j'ai 24 ans. Je suis maman d'une petite fille de 1 an. Et avec ma petite famille, on vit dans le sud de la France. Donc, moi, je me suis lancée chez Hitworks le 12 août 2019. Donc, ça fait 1 an. Tout simplement pour apporter un confort de vie supplémentaire à ma famille. Il faut savoir qu'on a connu le chômage, les fins de mois difficiles, les galères financières. Et je savais clairement qu'Hitworks pouvait m'aider au quotidien avec ça. Donc, j'ai passé ma première position, donc l'exécutive en 11 jours, le rubis en 14 jours, l'émeraude en 1 mois et demi, le diamant en 6 mois, le double diamant en 8 mois, et j'ai explosé ma position de triple diamant il n'y a pas très longtemps en 9 mois. Si j'avais un conseil à vous donner aujourd'hui, c'est de rester vous-même. N'essayez pas d'être quelqu'un d'autre, n'essayez pas de jouer un rôle, et surtout quand vous échangez avec quelqu'un, n'attendez rien en retour. Dites-vous également que quelqu'un qui est inspirant, c'est pas forcément quelqu'un qui va montrer ses voyages, qui va montrer ses achats de luxe. C'est tout simplement quelqu'un qui va être honnête, sincère et authentique avec les gens. En tout cas, je vous souhaite une belle aventure et surtout, n'oubliez pas, on a de l'or entre les mains.
Bonjour à tous, moi je m'appelle Maïwen, j'ai rejoint l'activité en septembre 2016 et c'est vrai que ma première année aurait été un petit peu catastrophique puisque je n'ai touché aucune commission pendant 8 mois. Et un jour au mois de juin, j'ai eu un déclic, je me suis dit ça peut plus continuer comme ça et en fait à partir de ce moment-là, j'ai lâché prise, j'ai arrêté de penser au regard que les gens pouvaient porter sur moi et surtout j'ai pris beaucoup de plaisir dans ce que je faisais, ce qui m'a permis au bout d'1 an de passer ma première position au sein de la société et 2 mois plus tard, j'ai validé le rubis. Dans l'année 2018, j'ai passé mon émeraude et mon diamant donc en mars et en septembre. quelques mois après avoir pris ma grossesse. Et du coup, sur l'année 2019, 2 mois après avoir accouché, donc en avril, j'ai validé la position de double diamant. Et enfin, l'année 2020, ça a été vraiment l'année de tous les changements, puisque déjà, j'ai posé ma démission de mon job de commercial en février, ce qui m'a permis 1 mois après de passer la position de triple diamant. Et vraiment, là, c'était incroyable, inimaginable. Et le truc le plus dingue encore, c'est qu'en mai 2020, on a validé la position de président. Et ça, c'était dingue, magique. Tous les mots, il n'y a pas de mots face à tout ça. Et c'est vrai que c'est vraiment un travail d'équipe, parce que clairement, sans elle, je n'en serais pas là. Et à chaque position qui a été passée, j'ai toujours mis des challenges en place pour motiver les équipes, pour leur apprendre à développer leur business. Donc, par exemple, je leur donnais des exemples de posts, de stories à réaliser sur les produits ou le recrutement, pour leur apprendre la régularité et comment travailler. Et ensuite, je leur donnais des actions pour qu'elles puissent développer leur taux d'engagement, la visibilité, le nombre d'abonnés. Je leur donnais aussi des défis pour qu'elles sortent de leur zone de confort. Enfin voilà, n'oubliez jamais que si vous voulez réussir, ce n'est pas seul, mais en équipe.
Hey everyone, my name is Gabby Dancer Woodley. I'm a triple diamond. I've been a part of It Works for 3 years now, and life looked completely different before I started this business. I was a brand new mom in my first year of motherhood to my special needs son, and I just wanted to be able to stay home with him and be his full-time caretaker. And shortly after, my husband and I decided to plan for our second child, and after giving birth to my daughter, I struggled with a lot of postpartum depression. I gained some weight and I lost some of my confidence, and so I started to take our products more seriously, drinking my coffee every morning, taking my Thermopa X, and drinking my celery juice. And since then, not only have I lost all of my baby weight, but I've gained so much confidence back. I feel more confident now than I ever did even before I had my kids. And my confidence has helped in so many different areas of my life. And sharing my testimony with people has just exploded my business. And now, because of It Works, I am still currently my son's full-time caretaker, and I've never had to miss a single doctor's appointment or hospital stay. And I just get to be present with my kids, and I'm just so grateful.
All right. Wow, that was a lot of stories, but here's the deal. When I heard a story of someone having success in this industry, that's when I truly believed that I could do it too. And it wasn't until I had that identity process that everything changed for me. So I guarantee somebody's story has really stood out to you personally. You could relate to them. Maybe they were a mom. Maybe they, are working a full-time job. Whatever it is that you've heard tonight, what is it that has helped you realize that if they can do it, you can do it too? That is so, belief is everything in this business. And I truly believe that's why you're seeing this pattern over and over of people having true transformation using the products, and the confidence that comes with that just explodes their business. I think we've heard that time and time again. So many notes. I don't know how you're doing over there, but I can't wait for our 10-day push group. I'm going to be applying so much of what I'm learning from you guys as we really crank things up a whole nother level through the end of this month. So make sure you're in that push group, because we're going to unpack so much of what you're hearing tonight. And shout out to those of you that have already got your September camp ticket. So many of you in the chat room have been sharing that you've already got that ticket, which means you also have that $49 coupon code in the US, or 50% off coupon code internationally. I love that, because especially with so many new people joining us this month, that coupon code is going to help you go Ruby and earn that $300 bonus. I love it. Okay, so a couple things I want to point out. Did anybody else hear consistently through multiple leaders how important it is to go live? I heard that one a number of times, at least Nina, at least Rachel, and I believe there was at least one more that said that. And I was thinking about, I've been going live every morning since March and doing a coffee chat, and it certainly wasn't easy. It certainly hasn't been easy to do it over time. I'll tell you what, anything that you do consistently is going to have challenges, but you know what? It's worth it. And you heard Jessica say that when you show your personal life, not just the salesperson that you are, that people are more drawn to you. And I think when you go live, you can't help but show people who you are. And I'm telling you, it may feel awkward at first, but it's going to get easier. It's going to get easier, and I promise the relationships you're going to build over time is really going to make a big impact in your business. So we could go on and on about all the things that we just learned, but I kind of want to switch gears here for a minute. one of the things that I think most of us join this business for is we need more money, right? It's about us. And then it becomes about our team. But something you'll hear over and over when you're at these events as you talk to other It Works business owners, especially those that have reached, VIP status and beyond, they joined this business because they needed to live more. They wanted to be more. But because of the success they've had in their business, guess what? Then they've been able to give more. They've been able to give a whole lot more. And I know that we're all passionate about different things. And so, on that bingo card, there is a square that you get to fill out once you, give back to an organization that you're excited about. And there's no easier way to cross that square off than to participate in the It Works Gives Back program. Now, before we show you what that looks like, I do want to take a minute and just introduce you to the organizations that the It Works Gives Back program supports. And what's really important to us, I don't know that you realize the time and the attention that we put into the groups that we align ourselves with. First and foremost, there are a lot of nonprofit organizations out there, but not a lot of programs actually give a ton of the money that they bring in to whatever the cause that they're supporting really is. We have super high standards to who we support. And the ones that we support, not only do they really embrace unity, but I'm telling you, we support causes all around the globe, all walks of life, all ages, and I'm telling you, we are really making a big difference in the world today. So let's go ahead and I want to walk through very quickly some of the groups that we partner with. First of all, humanitarian aid. We are very committed to just this program, and this is a global program. We also love to give to International Crisis Response. That's another program that we support with our It Works Gives Back Foundation. Also, pediatric cancer. Pediatric cancer is another group that we, helping them finding cures and it's a battle. It really is. And if your family has been touched by cancer, especially with young people, it's just not easy. And so we love to support pediatric cancer. Also veterans, we support veterans, and I love that because I know we have a lot of veterans right here within the It Works family. Many of you who have served, and we want to thank you, but also many of us know people have served. So much support for our veterans, as well as just in the local community. We do a lot to support in our communities. And then also we're really big into supporting anti-human trafficking. And one of those organizations that we happen to support is Selah Freedom. Now that's just one example. And I'm really excited because tonight I'm going to get to throw it over the pond over to my sister, who has actually worked directly with Selah Freedom. She's been super passionate about anti-human trafficking and just awareness. And I don't know if you guys know this, but just recently the government authorized $430 million to fight sex trafficking and labor trafficking with the Frederick Douglass Trafficking Victims Prevention and Protection Reauthorization Act. Woo! That was a tongue twister. But we know that there's so much that needs to be done. And while that's an incredible start, we have a lot more to do. And this is a billion-dollar industry that we're fighting. And so, I'm excited to raise all of our awareness. Again, this isn't this isn't something that I'm super knowledgeable about, but I'm always learning and seeking to grow in this area. So let's go ahead and throw it over to my very own sister, Kinsey Pentecost, so she can share a little bit more about what we can do in the area of anti-human trafficking.
Hi, my name is Kinsey Pentecost, and I have been on the front line and advocating for those who are trafficked for over 10 years. I am proud to be a part of the It Works family, where they not only talk about human trafficking, but they also give back to many organizations to stop this horrendous crime. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. Human trafficking is such a brutal topic. It's a lucrative business making billions of dollars for exploiting our children each year. The biggest threat to our children's online safety is that belief that it's not my kid. And at any given moment, there is 750,000 predators online looking for child porn. Therefore, there is a demand. And 38% of children under the age of 2 use mobile media. Children under the age of 10 are now contributing to 22% of the porn consumption. So not only are they seeing it, but they're watching it. If your child has a phone, an iPad, or access to a computer, that means that they are at risk for being exploited. The most important thing that we can do is have crucial conversations with our children so they don't contribute to the demand or don't fall vulnerable to these savvy traffickers. For more information on how you can keep your children safe or how to have crucial conversations, please check out ourkidsonline.info, and that's going to really help you be a part of the solution. I might ask you guys to ask yourself, what do you know about trafficking? Is it through a movie? Maybe the movie Taken? Is it from Pizzagate? A lot's been going online right now. I will say to you guys that it is not one person. It is not one group. It is not one political party. We have to look in the mirror and understand that if we don't choose to be a part of the conversation, it will not end. Human trafficking is fueled by the demand for sex. If you've ever heard the phrase, sex sells, this is what's fueling human trafficking. We have to stop watching porn. We have to start talking about the harmful effects of porn and supporting sex in TV shows, on the media, even in social media. We have to understand that prostitution, strip clubs, and any other kind of sex worker fuels human trafficking. If we all stop supporting sex selling, we would actually see a dramatic decline in this billion-dollar business. Innocent children are being trafficked through pornography and prostitution. And I would dare say that adult sex workers are just the children that we never rescued. You might be asking yourself, "Ooh, that's a lot. How do I help?" There are great resources and great ways that we can give back. And whether it's by supporting an organization, there's one that's called the National Center of Sexual Exploitation, and they make it easy for us to sign petitions, help change laws, and go after big companies exploiting our children, such as TikTok, Google, Snapchat, Instagram, who don't have the safety filters that we need for our children to be safe. You can simply check out their Dirty Dozen list by going to endexploitation.org. And the awesome thing is, you guys, is that it works. We give back financially. Each and every distributor can give $1, $2, or $5 a month out of their commission, where we can give back to multiple causes. And one of those causes that we've chosen directly goes to fighting against those trafficking our children. It Works partners with Sail of Freedom, where they have homes for victims of sex trafficking. So when they're rescued, they can go and actually become survivors and thrive in life. They also do a lot of prevention to help stop it from even happening to our children. And they do so much more. So we encourage you to join our family and give back, because we believe that a culture in denial leaves our children at risk. So let's say yes today and be part of the solution.
Gosh, that's a tough topic. That's a tough topic, especially I'm a mom of 3. I have a 15-year-old, I have a 12-year-old, a 10-year-old, and honestly, I have teenagers in and out of my home all the time. And obviously that comes with technology. And so, I only get those kids for so long, and then they're going to be off in the world on their own. And you better believe that while I can't protect them and guard them from everything, we're going to have conversations about it. And so, as we have this conversation with you and bring this awareness to you, make sure you're having these conversations with your kids. No conversation leaves room for a very curious mind to go find it from other sources. And I promise you, they're finding it from other sources. So if you're not having that conversation with them, I want to encourage you to start that right away, because it's important that we're the ones having those conversations to making sure how those conversations are being had. And so I'm going to check out those websites, especially I love the one she gave at the end, endexploitation.org. Woo! I want to learn more and be a part of the solution, that's for sure. Okay, so she already told you about our program at It Works that you can get involved in, and it's a $1, $2, or $5 contribution you can make out of your check every month before it even goes into your bank account. And guess what? I'm super excited about this upgrade to the program because right now in your Connect app, you have an opportunity to do it right there, either from your Connect app, and I'll tell you the details about that, or now it's on the front page of the eSuite. So even simpler than it's ever been. Now, if you're already giving $1, $2, or $5, why don't you go ahead and put that in the chat? If you're not giving $5, I'm going to encourage you to up your game. If you're not even giving yet, I want to encourage you to do $1. You can start that tonight. And to make sure that you're doing that correctly, update your app to the most recent update, that it's to make sure it's the most recent update, because otherwise it's not going to be right. So if you're using your Connect app, you're going to want to make sure it's updated first. Now, when you get there, you're going to go to the Discovery feed and hit the donate button, and it'll take you to the gives back settings of the app. Okay, it really is that simple, but make sure you update the app first. And you know what, I'm telling you, a lot of us wish we could do more, but you can do something. Don't let that keep you from doing something. And $1 might not feel like a lot, $2, $5, but you know what? If all of us are giving something, that's gonna be a massive contribution, and we can make a big impact. You've heard me say it before, you can do anything, but you can't do everything. So what will you do? What will you stand for? And I love that it works. We stand on these pillars, and that we are bringing a lot of awareness to the world of human sex trafficking, which is a really tough subject. But you know what? We will not be silent about it because it's something we care very much about. All right. At conference, you heard Mark talking about how you can be, live, and give more. And so we just talked about giving more, but you know what? We want to continue to help you build your business so you can give even more. And there's no better way to do that than increasing your BV on every order and upgrading your customers to team members. That's how you're going to continue to not just build a business, but grow a massive, thriving business. And what I'm excited about is this next segment of our camp session. We have a new host. She's never hosted for us, and she's going to blow your socks off. And she's got a team with her that you've probably never heard of. So help me welcome to our It Works Summer Camp stage Tenenge Turner, Charnel Gawley, and Kim Kane. Girls, take it away.
Hey, my name is Tenenge. I'm a presidential diamond, and I am so excited about this panel, okay? When I joined It Works 4.5 years ago, I was a brand new mom, I was a full-time teacher, and a full-time doctoral student. So needless to say, I didn't have a ton of time to say yes to an extra opportunity, but I knew the life that I wanted to create for my daughter and I, so no amount of fear, obstacles, challenge was going to get in the way of me saying yes. And then yes again. So because of It Works, I'm able to have more time to spend with her. I'm able to save more. I'm able to pay off debt. And I'm able to help moms that look just like me maximize the earning potential of this opportunity through personal development. So I'm so excited to be here with you with these incredible top leaders. Okay, we are sharing our tips and our strategies for the art of upselling. Okay, or as I like to call it, high volume enrollment, okay? Charnel, you love the body wraps. I know you lead with the body wraps on Facebook, one of my favorite products too. Talk to us about how you incorporate the body wraps with high volume enrollment.
Hey, you guys, my name is Charnel. I'm presidential diamond with the company. I've been in the company for 4.5 years. And honestly, you guys, just a little bit about me. Life looks so much different now than it did before I got started. I was working full-time as a nurse, and unlike most people, I didn't get started because I needed the financial opportunity that this offered. I got started because I was pushing a very heavy med card. I was working countless hours every weekend, almost every holiday, and I was missing so many important things with my family and friends that I wanted to do the most. So I got started, and I've never looked back, you guys. I'm so excited to talk to you tonight about upselling, which, as Tenenge said, high BV enrollments, because you guys, it is literally one of my favorite things to do. I love the wraps. I want you guys to drop a 1 in the chat if you love the wraps. If you've ever tried and loved the wraps, I want you to put it in the chat because I want y'all to be loud and proud about the wraps. Y'all, it is our oldest product and it is the highest BV product that we offer. I love starting with the wraps because realistically, everybody wants that look. You see a before and after photo and you want that flatter midsection But realistically, you guys, the wraps tighten, tone, and firm, and we offer so many other products that are actually going to help your potential customer with their weight loss journey. So I love to lead on social media with the wraps, but as soon as I've moved the conversation into the inbox, I immediately start taking the customer through a tailored questionnaire. And the first question that I ask them is, what part of your body are you most unhappy with? And as you can imagine, most people are unhappy with their midsection. So that's really exciting because you've literally just started the conversation and you've already sold the wrap. The next question that I always ask is, when was the last time that you had a cleanse? And again, most people have never had a cleanse, or it's been so long ago that they don't even remember. And as you know, our products work best in a clean alkaline system. So you've already sold 2 products, the wraps and now the cleanse, and you're still just now getting started with the conversation, which is super exciting. You guys, from here on out, I want to encourage you to create your own tailored questionnaire that's specific to what you use and what you love, because you're going to be able to sell the products that you use the most. Taking them through a tailored questionnaire, asking them, do they like tea? Do they like coffee? What are their preferences? What are their habits? What are their weaknesses? What do they want to improve in their diet and their lifestyle? Because now at the end of the conversation, I can come back and I can say, well, you told me that this is your problem and this is the solution that I can offer you. So many different things that we can offer them, and it never feels like you're upselling because you're literally just taking the customer through the experience and giving them what they need. As you know, these products work best together, not apart. So don't do your customer a disservice by only selling them one product that they're not going to be happy with their results. Sell them what they need. Be confident, be the expert, and sell them what they need. Don't shop for them. Don't spend their money for them. When that potential customer can see your confidence and see that you're using the products, you have your own before and after photos, they're going to be likely to spend with you because they know that you know what you're talking about. You're showing them, look, I'm getting these results, okay? A happy customer means residual income for 3 months, and ultimately the ultimate upsell at the end of that 3-month commitment, signing them up as a distributor.
I love that. I love that. I love the questionnaire. We have something very similar. I love that she encouraged you guys to tailor your own questionnaire. Okay, you got to ask those questions. So are you enrolling through messages, or are you getting people on the phone?
No, actually really exciting. I text the person once I've taken them through this questionnaire. I built that excitement the entire time. And finally, when we're ready to order, I just place some urgency on the conversation. And I say, hey girl, my messenger is exploding. What's your number? I'm going to text you order info now. Once you've gone through the questionnaire and they're giving you their number for order info, you already got the huge sale and you're going to close that big high busy order.
I love that. I love that, Charnel, because I'm one of those people that preach getting people on the phone. Okay, I'm the person that's going to get every potential loyal customer on the phone. And before I share the customer conversation tips with you guys, I want you to come a little close. I'm going to take you 30 seconds down mindset lane. Okay, just 30 seconds. Just come with me. Stay with me. Okay. I know you're hearing a lot of what Charnel just gave you as her tips, but I need you to believe that the products work best when used together. I need you to believe, okay, that you can stay out of people's pockets. And what she say, don't spend people's money for them. Okay, I need you to believe that first. I also need you to believe that when we use the products, yes, because praying that everyone understands the importance of being a product of the product. So you may not have your results, your before and after picture now, but you will have them. And in order to get results and in order to help our customers get results, you have to establish some level of consistency. Okay. And in order to establish some level of consistency, you have a routine. You have to use the products in a regimen, and you have to share that with your customers in the conversation. So results, consistency, routine. So when I'm getting my loyal customers, my potential loyal customers on the phone, I'm going through a similar questionnaire like Charnel in the messenger. When I take that phone call, I'm going to make some type of connection. Okay. That's the first thing I'm going to do. Okay. Either I'm laughing about the pronunciation of my name, or I'm relating to the fact that we're both moms and my 5-year-old's in the background loud. Okay. I'm going to make some kind of connection to break the ice and build that comfort in the conversation. And then I'm going to lead into that conversation. And that conversation is where I'm showing the customer how to use the products in a regimen. I'm going to tell you how to incorporate these products in your daily routine so that you can see yourself using the products. You can see yourself waking up and having celery and reds every single morning. Okay, that's me. I'm celery and reds every morning. You can see yourself making a cup of Skinny Brew. You can see yourself wrapping your stomach every 3 days, not once a week. Every 3 days, okay, that's 2 packs of wraps, not one. So every 3 days, the customer can literally see themselves using the products in a regimen, and it really helps to establish the trust because you go from actually wanting to help them get results than selling them something. And they can feel that, they can see that, wow, she really wants to hear what my routine looks like so that I can incorporate the product. And then you posture up. Okay, you assume that sale, you're confident, and you hit that close. Okay, so connection, conversation, and close. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared to close that customer out with high volume. They're going to be ready to get every product you recommended, every product you suggested, because they can see themselves using it in a routine. They're going to be ready to enroll right away with that. So it's super important, you guys, that we make sure that we have the posture as a product of the product. I know, Kim, you talk a lot about that, being a product of the product, having that confidence. Talk to us a little bit about how you enroll high, big BV orders.
Yes, of course. So my name is Kim Kane, and I am a triple diamond with the company. I've been with It Works now for 6.5 years, and I joined this company on a whim. I was actually working over 60 hours a week at a factory job that I didn't even like going to, but I was because I thought that was it for me. And I just had a baby. So Eric was 1 month old when I started this business, and we were actually in the process of an eviction. So life looked a lot different than it does today, and I'm so thankful for that. This business, 6.5 years later, I now have 2 kids, Eric and Lucy. They're 4 and 6, and I love that I'm able to make choices. This business has allowed us choices and time freedom, and that is something you can't put a price on. So I'm very, very thankful this came into my life when it did. It was a total God thing because I was not looking for it. I wasn't seeking something like this. I didn't think I could be successful. But lo and behold, we're still here today, killing it and having fun. So I actually lead most of the time with our beauty products. So I talk a lot about hair, skin, and nails on Host to Post. And if you were a part of the July Host to Post movement, you guys saw a lot of my hair, skin, and nail Host to Post tips. And those for me and my team have been gold. I do a lot of HSN, but also TFXX. But with getting my foot in the door with hair, skin, and nails, it starts an entire conversation because I feel like that's something you can say yes to pretty quickly. Females love their hair. So I start with hair, skin, and nails, but it goes beyond that. And like they both were talking about, for me, when you're using the products, you're going to become confident in the product. So we've all talked about it, but start using the products very consistently. Find a few things that you want to start using daily that are going to help your health and wellness goals so that you can start marketing that on your stories and on your Instagram and Facebook. And when you're having those conversations, you're going to feel more confident. So I start with our beauty products and we go from there. I'm getting to know them. We're having a personal conversation. And then just like Charnel, I actually do want them to text me. I take it over to text message so they can, send me their information. I can get them enrolled. I love that I pull the trigger. And we're having a conversation because here's the thing, you've already enrolled a customer, right? They've already said yes. So upsell. The worst that can happen is you still enroll the customer, but more than likely these people are going to trust you because you've given them your insight on what you should be recommending. When you're recommending things, that's trust right there. They're going to trust you with what you're having to say. So I start with hair, skin, and nails. I always upsell 2 bags of collagen so they can use that every night. Not every other, but every night. So we go with collagen, and then I always ask the question, do you have any other health and wellness goals like having more energy, maybe weight loss, or just nutrition in general? Because you guys, so many people don't realize that we're much more than just the wraps and hair, skin, and nails. We're so much more than that. So when I tell them that I drink our fat burning coffee and our daily detox chocolate greens every single day, they're like, wait a minute. And they want more information because they started with just hair, skin, and nails and collagen maybe, but lo and behold, I've signed people up that actually are about to get married, and they're like, yeah, I am trying to work on my midsection, to fit into my dress. So what do you have? And so I start with the beauty products, but we have a conversation. That's all you need to do. So ask the question. And then like Charnel said, I like to close it out by making sure that I'm not doing them a disservice of not at least offering the opportunity. It's changed my life, and some people don't realize you can make money and use the products. So I always ask that question. If they say no, that's all right. You still have a customer enrolled. But if they say yes, you just enrolled a distributor, and it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yes, Kim, child, I'm over here taking all these mental notes, wishing I could write some things down. I hope you guys are taking notes. That was such an aha moment for me. I actually never really talked about the hair, skin, and nail vitamins or collagen. That I'm getting ready to put that question into my questionnaire as well, because I don't even think we're talking about enough products to our potential customers. So I'm glad you mentioned that. You guys, one thing I want you to know about this incredible panel is we're not mass enrollers. So you can enroll high volume enrollment. You could take these tips and you could take these strategies and still be effective without being a quote unquote mass enroller. I think we average about 20 to 30 customers a month, but when you're averaging 100 plus BV, okay, you can do the math. That is some significant volume that you're bringing into your business on a monthly basis. I pray you guys took some notes. Put your aha moments in the chat, in the comments, okay? Be confident, posture up, okay? And go out there and enroll those big BV customers, okay? Thank you guys so much, and thank you, ladies.
Hello, my name is Patricia Vina. I'm currently a double diamond. I have been in the company for 2 years, and I am in love with each product. My life before it works was a simple housewife, taking care of my children, Matthew and Brianna. I let myself get fat and gain a lot of weight. I did my 90-day challenge with eWorks, and I lost 35 pounds using clean, super greens, keto coffee, wraps, defining gel, and a little exercise for 3 months. My results helped me grow my business each pound that I lost. And each new product that I was trying, I was very excited sharing on my social networks. My results led me to the double diamond, to be a better person, to speak more with God, to will have my high self-esteem, and now I'm happy teaching my team to generate that income they came for. Nothing is impossible for those who have faith. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Wow. Patricia, I just have to say, I almost started crying watching you speak your non-dominant language to share that testimony in English. And we know that we have all this subtitled in Spanish and English and French, and yet, girl, look at you pushing yourself so far outside your comfort zone, and you rock that. Way to go. It's fun to watch how this business causes us to get outside our comfort zone so much that we grow and become people we might not even recognize when we look in the mirror. That was powerful, and it makes me so proud, because that's what this is all about. I mean, not many people get to do something that provides an income for their family and yet fully allows them to walk out their purpose. And I love watching people do more and be more as they get out there and build this business. Oh, that was a touching moment for me. And I just have to say, Tenenge, Charnel, Kim, that was awesome. So many great tips in that last segment. And again, so glad for those of you that have access to the on-demand section. I mean, there is so much information coming out tonight. We're going to be unpacking much of this in our 10-day push group because obviously we can't remember everything and apply everything right out of the gate. So I hope you're taking good notes. That's some powerful stuff out there. And since we just talked about higher BV orders and, having customers longer, introducing them to more products. Remember, we can't tell them about all 30, 40 products in the product line right in that initial conversation, but we can have a few go-to products like the girls were sharing there. I want to just stop for a minute and give some updates from headquarters. Can we do that for a minute? First of all, I have an announcement. Starting next week, you're going to be able to log in as a distributor and a customer. You can choose to do it with your ID number or your email. How about that? That's going to make that login process so much simpler. And I don't know about you guys, but it's hard enough to remember my password on all the different accounts I've set up. So being able to use our emails is going to be a big win, and that will go into effect next week for both our customers and us as distributors. And I know it can be so overwhelming as a new person starting this business that keeping track of that ID number is just another thing that can cause that feeling of overwhelmed, right? That feeling of being overwhelmed. So I love that. Also, we've had an incredible summer and lots of new customers joining the company. And because of that, and obviously the current reality that we're living in and some of the manufacturing centers operating at limited capacity and so on and so forth, we've had some of our products out and probably off the website or delayed shipping. And I want to tell you that in a week, 97% of all of our SKUs will be, completely on the website and being delivered on time. I'm super excited to be able to tell you that. A week from now, 97% of all of our products will be something you can purchase and, get it on overnight shipping if you need to. So that'll be exciting to have all that back in stock and ready to order so that you can, build your business and rank up. All right, another update I want to give you, the Pick 2, Pick 3. I love coming off of that segment on building higher BV orders. One thing the Pick 2, Pick 3 has done, and I want to remind you, we ran our very first Pick 2, not even the Pick 2, Pick 3, at the end of April. And we've been watching those classes of customers that came in April, and then the ones that came in May and June and July, and we're tracking the behavior of what being able to become a customer with either 2, 3, or more products has done for your business overall. And I want you to know that not only are your customers ordering more products, so you're getting more units per order, which I got to be honest with you, if they're ordering one thing, and if they don't love it, they may not continue. But if they're ordering 2, 3, 4 things on their order every month, they're going to marry to something and be that much more likely to remain a customer for a much longer amount of time. Also, the Pick 2, Pick 3 is raising the average order, not just the dollar amount, but the actual BV level. That's huge. And already in such a short time, we're seeing them stay longer, and that's incredible. So I love the wins that we're getting on the back end from some of these promotions, the Pick 2, Pick 3. I love knowing that we're going to be having 90% of all the products globally in stock, ready to ship on time. And obviously I love the ease of being able to log in with your emails versus your ID numbers if you prefer to do that. So great updates. I absolutely love that. Listen, as we get ready to kick off this next segment, I got to be honest, we got to stop for a minute and just really show some love, because we are about to announce some of our newest ambassadors. You guys, ambassador is the top level on the average income chart. When you look at that, ambassador is the top level. We just announced a double ambassador position, but before that, ambassador is like no small feat. And we have 8 people that we're going to get to hear from tonight and hear their ambassador stories. And I want you to know they're all very unique. I mean, we've got, again, all ages, all walks of life, various backgrounds, and I can't help, I don't know if you guys know this, I'm a former elementary school teacher in my previous life, but I can't help think of that Dr. Seuss quote that says, "Why fit in when you were born to stand out?" And I can't think of a better representation of a group of individuals who are just uniquely themselves, and with that, they bring such they just bring such excitement to the company, and I can't thank them enough for how they lead loudly from the front and continue to inspire so many of us each and every day. So let's go ahead and let's hear from our newest ambassadors, Eliana, Mira, Shari, Sharnice, Kim, Mylene, Cecile, and Mariah. Girls, I can't wait to hear your stories.
Hey guys, we are so excited to be here right now. My name is Eliana Rodriguez.
My name is Cesar Rodriguez.
6.5 years ago, I started this business with fears just like everyone else. I was honestly a college dropout. I was full of debt. I was living paycheck to paycheck. I was lost in my faith, but I needed to change so badly. And thankfully, It Works showed up in my life. Because of It Works, our life has completely transformed in so many ways that it would take me forever to name, but I will share with you my 2 top ones, and these 2 are very priceless to me. It is the woman that I've become in the process of going ambassador, reaching ambassador, and it is the time that I have been able to spend with my whole family together. Those 2 things are just something that I can never get back, so we are just so thankful for that.
Wow, and just so many blessings that this business has done for us. It has truly allowed our family to just dream bigger. We also feel honored to represent our Latino community. Mi gente, si se pudo. Si nosotros pudimos lograrlo, ustedes también lo pueden lograr. Y quiero que sepan que latinos, este es nuestro momento y vamos con todo.
We could have never done this without our team, you guys. This is an entire team effort. Like I keep saying it over and over, this is not just our promotion, it's our entire team's promotion, because every single one of them have made a part of this. So para toda nuestra gente latina, toda nuestra comunidad latina, ustedes tienen una voz enorme, ustedes son guerreros, sigan luchando por sus sueños, porque si nosotros pudimos, ustedes también pueden, y son tan merecidos de tener este mismo éxito ustedes.
Hey guys, Mira Denning here, and I am here from Florida, recently moved from Maine, and now officially Ambassador Diamond. Yay, got the mic. I really want to share something that has been on my heart for over a year, that I started feeling really called to share last year, and I always just had this feeling it would happen in my ambassador speech. And a lot of you guys may know that when I came through this business, I was financially in a hot mess, multiple 6 figures of debt, thanks to a failing business and just really bad life decisions. But many of you don't know, most of you don't know, that I was also in an abusive marriage. And at the time that I joined this business in 2015, I was being told every single day that I wasn't good enough, or called names, and navigating very difficult situations really daily for me and my son. And thanks to this business, because of It Works, I found a way out of that. It took me 18 months, so I know there's survivors and people trying to survive right now listening to this. It took me 18 months in this business to be able to build up enough self-esteem to walk from that relationship. But this business saved my life. I would never made that decision without it. And so what I say to you today is, whatever your circumstances, but particularly to my fellow women who are struggling to come out of very bad situations, is lean into your business without the money, without the women, the friendships, the belief that we pour into each other, without the confidence I built, I would have never gotten out. And thanks to It Works, not only have I gotten out and I've survived, but I've thrived. Love you guys so much. Be strong and fight for your dreams so hard. Love you.
Hey, my name is Shari Rogers, Ambassador Diamond. And when I say life before It Works was crazy, it was crazy. I joined Valentine's Day of 2013. And when I say I was literally robbing Peter to pay Paul, I was overdrafting my bank account because I knew I would get paid a little something to cover the overdraft fee. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I was selling my kids' clothes. I was selling my clothes. Like, who put a 1 in the comments if you ever got to the cash register and you had to put things back and you were embarrassed. That was me. I was always the no mom, telling my kid, no, you can't have this, you can't do that, we don't have it. Do you have Disney World money? No. Okay. So long story short, It Works has saved my life. And I'm just so grateful for this opportunity. And if I can just okay, before I get emotional, I just get to be a yes mom now to my kid. I get to be here full time for her. And that's what matters to me. I get to give back to my community like no other. And if I could just leave you guys with anything today, it would be to show up every day for your business and plant the seeds. Stop looking for the harvest. Stop looking for the seeds to sprout, and you just planted them yesterday. You got to water them. Water those seeds every single day. Be consistent, show up, and I promise you, a year can change your life. Love you guys so much.
Hi, everybody. My name is Sharnice, and I am an Ambassador Diamond from New York. I've been with the company for 4.5 years, and life is so different now. When I joined, I was so depressed. I was waking up every single morning, questioning my reason for existence, questioning my purpose. Aside from that, I was struggling financially, living paycheck to paycheck, borrowing money from friends and family members just to pay for the basic things like gas and groceries and rent. But fast forward, my life is so different now. Most importantly, I know who I am, and I wake up every single morning full of joy and knowing that I'm here in this world for a reason, and that's been one of my greatest blessings. Aside from that, I've been able to put myself through law school. I never had to balance work life and being a student. I was able to fully focus on being a student. I never had to turn down legal internships or legal opportunities. I was able to completely pursue my dreams as a lawyer because I had It Works there the entire time. And these last 4.5 years have just been such an amazing journey. I'm just so excited to be here, and I'm so excited for the next 4.5 years with this company.
Hi everybody, my name is Kim Chipak. I'm a brand new Ambassador Diamond with It Works. You guys, I cannot tell you how blessed and honored I am to represent leadership in this beautiful company. When I got started with this business, I was 22 years old. I was lost, man. I was so lost. I knew I was made for more, just didn't know the vehicle that would take me there. And here we are today, 5.5 years later. You guys, when I joined this business, I went to conference, I went and I sat all the way in the back row by myself. And as soon as I walked into that room, I knew I was home. I knew my flag was planted. I knew I'd be committed. I had to learn a lot of lessons very early on in life. My dad passed away when I was 15 years old. And, a lot of lessons that I learned then, I carry in my life now and even in my business. One of them being that life is way too unpredictable for you to be living small. You have got to be showing up every single day like your heart's on fire for this business. And the other thing is that nobody's going to come save you. God put specific dreams and desires on your heart so that you can go out there and accomplish them. So I encourage you to do that. Nobody's going to do it for you except for yourself. So very fast, I just want to thank the Pentecost family. Thank you so much, Pam and Mike, for creating a vehicle that can create a legacy and change so many lives. My life is forever changed. And team Boss Tribe, this one's for you. I love you so much, and I know that we are just getting started.
Hi everyone, I am so happy and nervous to be with all of you tonight. My name is Milan, and I am a French Canadian from Quebec. I have started this business 4 years ago just to try the wraps and quickly realize what I had my hands on. This right here means so much for me. My life before It Works was so different. I was a nurse trying to figuring out how I would handle missing all those moments with my 2 little boys who were both under 3 at that time. 3 years ago, my husband got injured and could not work for a whole year. This business has helped me get him home without worrying about being able to pay the bills so he could recover and get back to his dreams. It Works has changed our lives, but it mostly changed me. I have become such a strong, positive, and fierce woman, and I am so grateful for that. I want to tell you that this was not even on my biggest dream board, but my team was, and I'm here today for them and with them.
You don't have to have it all together or even believing that you can do it. You only have to trust and love. While you become a better person, people around you will follow. Remember, if you want your life to change, you have to change. Be the change. Be that superstar you're hoping will join your team. Show up every single day and never give up. Trust me, it is worth it.
Alors, coucou tout le monde, je me présente, moi c'est Cécile, j'ai 32 ans, je suis maman de 2 enfants. J'ai commencé l'activité en janvier 2018, donc il y a 2 ans et demi du coup, chez It Works. J'ai fait ça pour un complément de salaire. Il faut savoir que quand j'ai démarré, j'étais employée en tant que préparatrice en pharmacie à temps complet et que je voyais beaucoup de mamans sur Instagram ou sur Facebook qui élevaient leurs enfants et je me suis dit que j'étais pas plus bête qu'une autre et que même si j'avais un emploi, je pouvais réussir à le faire. Donc je sais pas s'il y a il y a beaucoup de mamans ou beaucoup de papas qui ont un travail du coup à côté. N'hésitez pas à le mettre dans le chat si vous avez un boulot à côté. Sachez juste que ce n'est pas un frein. Même si j'avais mon boulot, j'ai passé très vite les positions. Donc ça fait 2 ans et demi que je suis dans l'activité. Je suis ambassadeur diamant. J'ai très vite passé les positions tout simplement parce que je ne me suis trouvé aucune excuse et que j'étais très organisée. Soyez organisés, faites ça le soir en rentrant du boulot. Moi, j'étais toute seule, mon conjoint était à la semaine, j'avais des enfants. Mes enfants étaient en bas âge à l'époque. Je me suis vraiment trouvé aucune excuse, je me suis formée. J'ai passé du coup mes soirées à travailler chez It Works, mais clairement au bout de 2 ans et demi, je ne suis plus salariée, j'ai totalement changé ma vie et que vraiment, si votre pourquoi est très important et que vous vous battez pour, vous pouvez vraiment changer votre vie.
Salut, je m'appelle Maria, j'ai 28 ans, je suis la maman d'un petit garçon de 4 ans et je suis nouvellement au rang de Ambassador Diamond. On m'a demandé rapidement de me présenter, donc je suis coiffeuse de profession. Je travaillais 60 heures semaine lorsque je suis tombée enceinte de mon garçon. J'ai eu beaucoup de complications de grossesse qui m'ont demandé d'être alitée, ce qui n'était pas du tout prévu dans le plan financier de naissance à moi et mon mari, ce qui a engendré des grosses dettes. Écrivez yes dans les commentaires, allez, je vais en voir plein. Si vous avez déjà vécu des stress financiers reliés aux dettes, c'est vraiment un des pires sentiments qu'on peut avoir. Donc finalement, quand j'ai pu avoir mon petit garçon entre les mains, ce qui a révolutionné ma vie, ce qui m'a permis de voir la vie différemment, sous un nouvel angle, mes priorités n'étaient plus du tout aux mêmes places. Et un beau jour, j'ai vu passer une demoiselle sur les réseaux sociaux qui parlait de produits révolutionnaires pour la perte de poids. Et à ce moment-là, j'avais beaucoup de poids à perdre dû à la grossesse. J'ai donc tenté l'expérience des produits en achetant un trio perte de poids. Et j'ai perdu 25 livres en seulement 2 mois. Tout le monde m'en parlait. 25 livres, c'était incroyable. J'ai donc décidé de représenter la dite gamme, merci Works, pour pouvoir aider les gens autour de moi avec leur perte de poids, ce qui avait été le cas pour moi. Et donc, maintenant, après 3 ans et demi dans l'entreprise, je peux vous dire que It Works m'a permis de voir la vie différemment, de me permettre de voir qu'on n'avait pas à choisir entre les deux, entre être une maman présente ou gagner des sous pour sa famille. Aujourd'hui, je sais que je peux cotiser à la vie familiale, amener de la nourriture sur la table, pouvoir permettre de ne pas vivre à crédit tout en étant la maman la plus présente pour mon garçon, pour mon mari. Ça a révolutionné notre vie de famille à jamais. Merci, It Works.
Bonjour à tous, je m'appelle Jette Saoudi, j'ai 33 ans et j'habite à Cannes dans le sud de la France. Je suis distributrice depuis octobre 2014, donc ça fera bientôt 6 ans, c'est juste incroyable. Quand je me suis lancée, j'étais sans emploi et j'avais de très gros soucis d'argent. J'étais surendettée depuis plusieurs années et je n'avais vraiment personne pour m'aider puisque je n'avais plus de famille. Mes parents sont décédés quand j'étais plus jeune. Et quand l'opportunité s'est présentée, je me suis dit, écoute, essaye, t'as rien à perdre, tu verras bien. Et cette phrase-là m'a sauvée au final parce que je n'ai jamais été la plus rapide, je n'ai jamais été la plus forte non plus. Par contre, j'ai toujours essayé d'être rigoureuse et exigeante et surtout régulière. Et je pense que c'est ce qui m'a sauvée. J'ai avancé petit à petit à mon rythme avec mon équipe et on a pu du coup d'année en année passer les positions. J'ai pu voir ma vie changer petit à petit et clairement It Works a bouleversé ma vie. J'ai pu me libérer de toutes mes dettes, j'ai pu avoir mon propre appartement, c'est juste incroyable et j'ai pu aussi avoir le plus beau des cadeaux, ma propre famille, ça c'était vraiment inespéré, j'ai pu accueillir ma fille en étant complètement sereine et j'ai pu aussi avoir un deuxième très beau cadeau, une deuxième famille de cœur, ma famille It Works, envers qui je serai toujours reconnaissante et qui a des valeurs incroyables. Et peu importe qui verra cette vidéo, vous êtes au bon endroit, au bon moment. Ne lâchez rien et foncez.
Coucou à tous, moi c'est Charline, je suis mariée, j'ai un petit garçon de 3 ans et demi, j'habite dans le sud de la France près de Cannes, donc voilà, je suis très honorée d'avoir été conviée à vous raconter mon histoire. Donc il faut déjà savoir pourquoi moi je l'ai fait, donc notez ici votre pourquoi parce que ça a été vraiment mon moteur, c'est mon fils. J'ai été au chômage en avril 2017 et j'avais pas du tout envie de confier mon fils qui avait 6 mois à une nounou et mon fils, j'aurais pu soulever des montagnes pour pouvoir rester auprès de lui. Et c'est comme ça que je suis passée diamant en 2 mois et demi avec une prime. Et là, déjà, tout a changé. Voilà, j'avais réussi à trouver enfin ma voie professionnelle. J'étais épanouie. J'avais trouvé le travail qui me convenait. Et en plus, je pouvais profiter de mon fils. Ensuite, toutes les positions se sont un petit peu enchaînées. Double diamant, triple président, jusqu'à l'ambassadeur, avec une énorme équipe au jour d'aujourd'hui, dont je suis très fière. Et aussi d'être la 3e personne en France à avoir atteint cette position. Donc, et ce, en moins de 3 ans. Donc, je trouve ça extraordinaire. Ben voilà, aujourd'hui, je suis très très fière du travail accompli, aussi par mes équipes. J'ai essayé vraiment de dupliquer un maximum pour aider un maximum de personnes. Et mon message, c'est que tout le monde peut y arriver. N'abandonnez jamais avant d'avoir réussi. Et souvenez toujours pour qui, pourquoi vous le faites. Et surtout, ne ménagez pas vos efforts. Ça a été beaucoup de travail, beaucoup de sacrifices, mais ça en vaut la peine. Voilà, je n'aurais pas eu cette vie si j'avais pas fait tout ça.
All right. Wow, that was amazing. So many new ambassadors. Oh my goodness. And all the French-speaking new lead ambassadors. I love it. Oh my gosh. And again, remember, success is an identity process. And when you can identify with somebody, I'm telling you, whatever they've accomplished, you can see yourself in their shoes, and it makes that so much more possible for you. So again, as you're relating to various stories and individuals, I want you to know that if they can do this, so can you. And I have to give a shout out to Mylene, who her #1 primary language is also French. And girl, you sound like you've been speaking English for your whole life, girl. That was amazing. Well done. I need to stop our regularly scheduled program because I have a special announcement. I get to do a fun kind of giveaway. I've been watching Instagram tonight, and I've seen a lot of you, so showing pictures of what your campsite looks like tonight, who you're viewing with, maybe a selfie. But there's one of you that took things to a whole nother level out there. And I don't know if you guys saw, but I put my first reels up tonight, and so did this young lady. So Bria Boyd. Great Reels video. Love your enthusiasm for the event tonight. And we're going to give you some free products. So will you message me on Instagram, and we're going to make sure that product gets in your hands. Thank you for having fun and putting it out there. All right. So I get the privilege of sharing some updates in the area of compliance. And, one of the things that we're super passionate about is creating a legacy company, not a company that's just here today, but one that's here for generations to come, one that is here for your children and their children and their children and their children. So in doing that, we want to keep a high standard of being compliant. And there's a couple ways that you can do that. So #1, if you didn't know this, there are so many various shapes, sizes, colors of our income disclosure statement in the eSuite document library. It is super important that any post you make about your business, or even a reference to your business, or even not a reference, but you're standing in front of a car or a pool or anything that the business might have afforded you, you need to include the income disclosure statement. And for those of you, diamonds and above, you are that much more held liable to doing that because you have a lot of responsibility. People follow you and look at you like the company. So if you're not doing it, either will they. So we're kind of on you more than anybody else because we know you have so many people watching and following you. Also, you need to watch your mouth out there. There's a few things that we can't have you saying, things like the coronavirus, talking about unemployment. Definitely don't use hashtags with these things. Pandemic, epidemic, I don't want you seeing things like immunity and millionaire mom, time freedom. You're seeing it all. I'm going to have my team go back. I want you taking photos of this so that you can be really loud with your team about the things we should not be saying on social media, in our lives. You should not be using these words or these terms. And also you should not be using these hashtags. So go ahead and take these pictures, okay? And a couple things I just want to remind you of, as well as don't make income guarantees. I don't care if they're false or true, but especially if they're false, tell your story without including dollar amounts. Now you need to include the income disclosure statement, okay? That is just a number one. You have to do that, okay? There's no tolerance for not including the income disclosure statement. You need to wear it around like a badge, all right? And be proud of that income disclosure statement. Also, I want you to avoid terms that don't represent, or they represent non-typical earnings, okay? Also, anything around COVID, immunity, the pandemic, don't use it. Again, we're going to give you some slides. They're going to make them big, and we want you to take photos, okay? Also, when you're talking about our products, do me a favor. Only say what we put on our product info sheets. As a matter of fact, when you go to the website and you click on a product, there are product info sheets for every product. And as you talk about a product, use exactly what we say when you're talking about the features and the benefits of a product. All right, we're going to show you, or maybe we already did show you another slide. And then obviously you want to use only corporate approved before and afters. And you may have great before and after photos, but you cannot use them if they're not approved and put in the template that we have created for you. So there you go. And you know what? I love to be your biggest cheerleader, but I also don't mind giving you a call and telling you to take it down and knock it off. This is not just a company we want to celebrate today. This is a company we want to celebrate for years to come. And we don't have to do those things. That's the best part. This opportunity is fantastic, and we don't have to, cut corners to build it big. You can build it big and follow the rules too. So this isn't I'll just do it and ask permission later, or ask for forgiveness later. No, ask permission, okay? Follow some of the rules that we have in place, and I promise you, your business is going to boom. All right, we still have some incredible segments for you tonight. I know it's getting late, but guess what? You haven't seen nothing yet. I mean, we're just going to keep taking it up a few notches. And don't forget, you're going to get to hear from our very own coach, Mark Pentecost, at the end of tonight. And we are going to do a team huddle. So before I take it over to our next section, I want to talk to you for a minute about the on-demand portion of this event. So for those of you that bought a Plus Pass and you can't upgrade if you didn't, you will be able to access the on-demand content in 24 hours in English and Spanish. And I promise you, within 72 hours, hopefully by the end of Sunday night, we will have the French captions available as well. So be looking for those on-demand segments. I'm telling you, it's an easy square on your bingo card to go and watch some of those on-demand pieces. But I'm telling you, there is some incredible content that we've included for your benefit in the on-demand segment, and you would be missing out if you didn't plan the time to go back and watch those things. So we wish we could show you everything right here on main stage tonight, but I'm happy that you'll be able to go back and catch that. And I know that, if you've got kids running around in the background, maybe you missed something or you want to watch something again. I did the Global Leadership Summit this last weekend, and I'm telling you, I have literally gone back and watched every segment, whether I was super plugged in or not, because it just allowed me to pick up other pieces. And repetition is super powerful. All right, so this next segment is going to be really good, I just have to say. And actually, we're probably going to laugh quite a bit. These two guys have been ready and raring to go for the last 30 minutes. They're like, put me in, coach, put me in. I'm telling you, people ask me all the time, where are the men of It Works? Well, you know what? They're stepping up more and more every day, especially because of our coffee conversation. I'm seeing more men rise to leadership than we've ever had in the history of our company. And while you don't need a man to build this business, or you don't need a woman to build this business, whether you're a single woman, single man, or a couple, anybody can build a very successful and lucrative business with It Works. But let's take it over to some men that are making some major moves. Ben and Zach, are you ready?
Let's go!
You guys, we might be a few minutes behind, and we were like letting you know to hang in there. And Zach was like, take your time. I'm in a room by myself, no kids.
Yes.
You are a dad of 5, so that's saying something.
That's right. No, this is heaven. Loving it.
You guys are so excited to have you on. You guys are so inspiring. I follow both of you, and yet you both encourage me, and you have no idea what a blessing that is. I'm excited for you to share your tips and tricks on how you're building this business.
Thank you. Awesome.
You ready to kick it off?
Let's roll.
All right, take it away.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in with us today. This is Men Making Moves, and that was just a few of the moves that you just saw right there that we have. We have plenty more to offer. So I'm going to kick it off. I'm Zach Hayes, married to Brittany Hayes, 5 kids, busy life. Just like a lot of dads out there. But Ben Boyle, take it away. Let's talk about basically, is this a business for men, or are you just a unicorn? Are we unicorns? Like, go ahead.
The answer is no. This is a business for men. We are not unicorns, and I would definitely have to say that I don't know about you, but I've seen, like Cami was saying, a huge flux of guys coming into this business right now. And so if you're one of those guys, maybe you're just now joining, or maybe you've been around for a while, if you're looking around and thinking, can I be successful at this? Can I get customers and distributors? The answer is absolutely yes, you can. So I'm super excited just to be able to talk with you, Zach, about that, and kind of how we work the business and how literally anybody can do this at this point. So like you said, my name is Ben Boyle. I'm married to my beautiful Danielle Boyle. We're Ambassador Diamonds. And just a real quick background on how I got into this. I'd love to share the beginning of our story because I think it speaks to her before. That is that before I started this business, I was actually an Army veteran. And I had gotten a job in corporate America, ended up losing my job, and just went on this search to figure out how can I have financial security, how can I have financial freedom, time freedom, and just be able to have more control over my future. And that search, through a lot of reading and a lot of research, and joining a mastermind group of successful entrepreneurs, so many people recommended to me, do a network marketing business. And to me, I don't know, I didn't have a brain cell for network marketing before I'd started this business. And so we actually my wife and I spent 3 months looking at different network marketing businesses, looking at different companies. We had nobody coming to us asking us to join their business. We didn't have any pressure at all. We were just trying this one out there. And through all of our research, we actually chose It Works because it was the best one we could find, the best opportunity. And so we joined the business, and it has been everything and more that we were expecting. And so we're just super excited about being a part of this company. And I can tell you that it really has changed our life in so many ways. But to be honest, when I first started, I didn't know how to do this business. I didn't have this this roadmap to say like this is what it looks like or anything, and I had a lot of fear and insecurity with like how to go about this. So I know that some people may be feeling the same way, especially as guys, like looking around at, you know, maybe you see a lot of women in this, maybe you got right in your spouse, but I'm telling you that like I was able to overcome some of those obstacles, and we can talk a little bit more about that and how I did that. But Zach, I want to hear from you, like talk about how you work the business and a little bit about like, you know, how you've been able to be successful with it.
Yeah, I love it. And I love how you mentioned that, you know, insecurity is really a big issue with, you know, men in this business. If I can nail one thing down, I'm going to call you guys out because I've been there too. Insecurity is the reason, probably the reason that you're not, you know, haven't found success yet. And you got to get over it. You got to get over yourself. If you look around, there's women all over the place. It doesn't mean that we can't sell these products, guys. I mean, we're not selling women's undergarments here. We are selling health and wellness products. Like anybody can get this stuff and wants this stuff and needs it. So don't be insecure about the products. I used to be the same way, but guys, we have coffee. We have Thermifite X. We have, those are my main things that I market, but we have energy. We have tons of stuff. Hydrate, all that stuff. So like there's a myriad of things that you can actually use and market as a man. So don't let insecurity halt your success. So that's a huge thing. But how have I personally found success? Well, I mean, I've done a lot of, like, whenever TikTok first came out, it was really, you know, really a big thing. I hit TikTok super hard, and I did a lot of cooking stuff. So like my style and the way that I work the business personally is I like to give a lot of like jab, 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 right hooks. So Gary Vee has a great book out there for you guys to grab, but basically you give a lot of good content that people want, consumable content. Like for me, I did cooking. So I would make some cooking, you know, a couple cooking videos, and then I would follow it up because people would eat this stuff up, but they would eat these cooking videos up and love it. And I get so much interaction, but then people, whenever I would finally post a post about like, you know, hydrate or coffee, man, these people already they knew me. They felt like they knew me. So then they would like jump on it super willingly. And I would get tons of messages from just, you know, jab, 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 right hooking. So like, you know, make sure you vary up your posts. Don't just post about it works and be spammy. Don't be a spam risk. You know, make sure that you're posting good content that people, you know, can enjoy.
Well, I don't know if we lost Zach.
Listen, this is the power of doing events virtually, right? I know we've had some technical challenges with Ben, and man, Zach just fell off the face of the earth. I love it. Real people, real results. Ben, I'm going to have you, I'm going to have you keep sharing. I know you guys had a plan worked out, but I think it's super important because we've got a lot of women doing big things in this company, but there's a lot of men doing big things too. And we want to call them out and call them up and stop making excuses. Instead, see the opportunity that we have before us. This is a coffee company. Everybody drinks coffee, billions of cups of coffee all around the world. And every man I know understands a great opportunity. There's our man right there, Zach.
I have no idea. The computer just started an update. It's crazy, guys. I don't know what's going on. I've never seen that happen before. All right.
Hey, we're adaptable, right?
Yeah,
what we got to do.
And all of a sudden, I'm a man on the man's panel.
So, this is actually a great point, and I think this is like something we also wanted to talk about with you guys is like, what do we do when we have to pivot, when we have to change what we're doing? When I first started working the business as a guy, I was blitzing, and that was kind of my go-to way of working the business. Was I would talk to people in person because I was not a social media guy. I did not do a lot with Facebook or anything like that. And so I was just out there and I started talking to people everywhere that I went, at the cash register, or, like if we were in an Uber going somewhere. Danielle and I travel a lot, and actually the Kentucky of all places, we're on this tiny little island. Our Uber driver to our hotel, and in that short little 10-minute drive, talked to this guy, shared the opportunity. We got out of the car. He had signed
All right, Ben, we're probably going to have you try it without your camera on and see if that helps some of the challenges you're having. Let's see. Try now.
How's that? Is that better?
Oh my, yes it is. Loud and clear.
Perfect. Hey, we do what we got to do here. So I don't know if you heard anything that I just said, but when we were, my wife and I, we went on a trip to Nantucket, and I just started talking to everybody everywhere we would go about the business because I'm passionate about how it can change people's lives. And we went to Nantucket, and there's like a 10-minute Uber drive between the airport and where we were trying to go on a little island. And just started talking to the Uber driver because I'm like, this guy, obviously, he's got his side hustle going here. So why not add one more that can maybe benefit his life even more? And by the time we ended that 10-minute drive, he had signed up for the business simply because I was willing to open my mouth and talk to him about what I already know to be amazing. And so that was how I started. But we actually, now we have a situation where sometimes we have to pivot what we're doing because I'm not interacting with people as much face-to-face anymore. And what's amazing, you guys, is that we have a method called Host-to-Post. And through Host-to-Post, I have found a way that I, even as a man with no social media experience whatsoever, can take a step-by-step method, put it into practice, copy and paste, and find a way to reach a lot of people and sign a lot of customers just by following that simple method. And I'm telling you, if I can do it, you guys can do it too, you guys. I mean, I've signed over 8 customers in 1 month doing Host-to-Post when I never thought I could sign a single customer before I when we first started this. And so just in that 1 month, got over 30 fast start bonuses. So just imagine the potential of what you can accomplish. That was my first time even trying it. So if you haven't tried this as a guy, just jump in and try the method because it works.
I love that, Ben. I love that because honestly, I've heard so many people say, and especially I know you're kind of a green personality, you like measurable results and strategies to build. And talk about Host-to-Post has some serious KPIs that you can measure and know that, if you get so many Host-to-Posts up, you're messaging so many people, the chances of adding new customers and new team members, it's a slam dunk, right? Because you're putting in the work. So how about you, Zach?
All right. So, yeah, I mean, I'm a huge fan of Host-to-Post as well. I think the biggest thing is to be very super adaptable. So, like, I did a lot of TikTok stuff early on, and whenever our kids came home for months on end, it is very difficult to do TikTok videos with 5 kids running around, half of them half naked, if we're being honest. So it's really difficult. So I switched over to Host-to-Post, and that was huge. I mean, I could basically post a Host-to-Post kind of feeler post out there, get all my names down, and then as much time, like I could take a week and just as I had time, go and start messaging Host-to-Post people, getting Host-to-Post put up, and just like work at my own pace. So time is not an excuse. There's literally no excuse you can have. Host-to-Post is adaptable. Like Ben was saying, it's a system. It's super easy for anybody. There's so many messages out there you can use, and just do it. Just do it, guys. It's super easy, and there's so much success to be found there.
I love it. All right, you guys, I'm going to give you each one more opportunity. I know you each got maybe one more closing statement. Ben, I'm going to make you turn your camera off when you actually start sharing your last one.
Love it. Yeah, so I just want to say this to those of you guys out there who are listening, whether you're in this business as a single guy, whether you're doing this on your own, or whether you're a spouse that got dragged into this because of your significant other, either way, I want to just throw this challenge out there to you guys because you're either in this business in one of two ways. You're either just on the sidelines, sitting on the bench, looking at what's going on and wondering if I can be successful, or you're actually out on the field in the game getting results. And I want to speak to those of you who may be on the sideline wondering. And I just want to say that do not walk away from today thinking that you can't do this or that it's not for you. That is not an issue. You have a choice whether or not you want to step on the field. And so I want everybody to understand that it is your choice whether you be successful at this business. And this isn't a game where you have to wait for the coach to say you can go on the field. You can just step out there and do this today right after we get off of this training, and you can go start signing customers. And so if you want that to be you, and if you're saying, I actually have a desire to get results, I want to change my life, I want to make this business successful, you have that option. And it's as simple as just putting into practice the post to post method. If nothing else, you just go out there and you start following the steps. It's very clearly laid out. Talk to either your spouse or your enroller. They can walk you through it. And by the end of tomorrow, you could be signing more customers than you even thought possible just by following the steps. So just get on the field, step out there and take action. Whether you think you can or you think you're right either way. So why not think you can?
All right, Zach, how about you? Any last thoughts you want to leave us with, Ben? Well said, well done. And something I'm just going to repeat before, Zach, I let you finish. Ben, I have to say this because I know some of yours was lost in translation with some of the tech challenges, but you guys, what inspires me about Ben and Danielle's story is I will never forget when Ben was looking for the team to align himself with and really doing his due diligence, because he had spent a long time doing his due diligence in this industry, and he was at a networking event and someone said, "Ooh, you got to do direct sales." Not knowing anything about it, he did his research. I mean, you guys, this is a reputable, willable business model. And whether or not you want to make a full-time deal of this, or you just want a little side hustle that you can bring in some extra money to pay off some debt, have some extra for vacationing, or setting money aside for anything else you might be interested in, this is a business model. And then it's just about finding the right company. And Ben, I know you did your research. And so that just inspires me every time. You guys are very inspiring, and it's not like you're not attached to some serious, strong women also, you know, but I love how you guys kind of compete with each other to see who can sign more customers, who can bring on more team members, and you really have fun doing that. But it's also something you're very much doing on your own. Okay, Zach, how about you? Any last thoughts you want to leave us with tonight?
Hey, short and sweet for me, guys. Just don't make excuses. Just stop making excuses. Commit to changing your life today, and just put your blinders on and run, guys. If I were a single man right now, I would be in this business. For one, there's a lot of women, but number two, there's so much money to be made. Like, put your excuses away and just run, guys.
That's right. Leaving so much money on the table if you're not. You know what, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being willing to do this tonight. And listen, we adapted a lot in this last little segment, but I guarantee that people still got so much information about this. So I'm going to ask those of you in the chat room to share an aha moment from this section alone, something they said that just you felt like, gosh, that was for me. And I know earlier tonight, even when Joel and Steph and John and Sherilyn were talking about, you know, they were doing a little bit of marriage counseling in the midst of sharing strategies to build the business. You know, they talked about how everybody's got to find their strengths and operate out of their strengths, communicate well. And some aren't ready right now, but if you stay consistent, ladies, if you stay consistent, gentlemen, your spouse will get it. If you don't, they're going to think it's like anything else, something you started but you didn't finish. And so if you're serious about this, commit to it, and it's only a matter of time, and they'll be hustling themselves with this business. Zach, Ben, thank you very, very much. You guys have a good night.
You too.
Oh man, the fun of having virtual events. Well, thank you for hanging with us through those technical difficulties. You know what? I truly believe there's an enemy out there that wants to steal, kill, and destroy. And what those men shared tonight was very valuable information. And so, you know, really making sure that you leaned into what they were saying, that you are looking for opportunities to get in the game more than where you are already right now. Whether you are male or female, couple, it doesn't matter. We can all get in the game and work this business in a big, big way. Listen, I don't know about you guys, but this new platform that we're on, I mean, this is a whole nother level, and what it's going to open the doors for us to be able to do moving forward with future events is going to be a game changer. Now listen, I'm a big believer that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. I'm also a big believer of input in equals what's coming out. And I know too many of you are watching far too much television, okay? Too much television. But can you imagine watching the kind of content that is going to be shared on Impact TV, which is the platform that we're streaming from tonight? I am really, really excited about how that alone is going to elevate our mindset, inspire us, and motivate us to do more and be more. And I'm really excited because my brother and sister are going to share a little bit more about how Impact TV really is that media platform that we all want to be a part of beyond just the It Works events that are hosted here. So let's go ahead and allow them to share a little bit more so we can learn what this media platform is all about.
Hi, everyone. Hey, Kyler. How excited are you for this reveal?
I'm so excited. I finally get to be a camp counselor. I'm your camp counselor today.
That is not our reveal. But yes, we are camp counselors, so.
Hey everyone. Hi, Kinsey. I'm so excited to talk to you today for real about Impact TV.
I love it. I love it. You might already know a little bit about Impact TV because that's where It Works has decided to host our August summer camp. But now we get to really share the why behind it and how Impact TV is going to help reimagine your world.
That's right. You know, we always say that you are the average of the 5 people you are spending the most time with. Well, think about what television, radio, podcasts, the book you're reading, the music you're listening to, how much influence does that have over you? And just like people, we need to make the content that we're pouring into ourselves each and every day be something that grows us, makes us better in our health, makes us better in our mindsets, and gives us a brighter future, a more purposeful future.
I love that. You know, one of my guiltiest pleasures is watching The Real Housewives show. But, you know, I have to ask myself how it makes me feel when I'm done watching it. And it's actually not very beneficial to my well-being. So it's the same, you know, if you listen to sad music all day, it's going to make you feel sad. If you're watching disturbing movies, it's going to make you insecure and anxious. You know, and I know for myself, I know for you, Kyler, we're saying no more. You know, we want a space where we can grow, but that we won't be demotivated. You know, so Impact TV is a streaming platform that offers content that will inspire, motivate, and provide a purpose. You know, it was really driven out of that need to feed your mind with really positive and impactful media.
So many times I watch people just cut out media altogether because of how it's making them feel after they've been binging on series that aren't contributing to any thought for progress in their life. But what I love, Kinsey, about this is that it fits what Mark teaches us, and that's to be spending 1/3 of your time building new business, 1/3 of your time investing in your current team, and 1/3 of your time on self-development. At Impact TV, it's our desire to give you a space to focus on becoming a more impactful version of yourself and allow you to bring your team along on that journey with you. Even your prospects can join you in creating community here. Impact TV allows what you are feeding your mind to be something that grows your capacity in business, giving back, understanding social causes, and helping you get people into a positive space that we all need to be at in order to get those wins in every single day. You're going to want to get as much of your team investing in themselves daily as possible. Even if they've missed today's event, help them get subscribed to Impact TV right away.
Yeah, that's amazing, you know, Kyler. And people might be asking, you know, what type of content is offered on Impact TV? And really, Impact TV offers videos in 5 different categories. You know, faith, family, entrepreneur, lifestyle, and social causes. And, you know, this includes short, powerful talks from entrepreneurs and motivational leaders, as well as access to live speaker events, even uplifting movies and series, impactful documentaries, premiere original programming, which is super exciting, and really Impact TV is a launch pad for emerging talent, and you can have a front row seat.
And one thing I love personally is that this content is both purposeful but safe content for your whole family. So you can watch this with your kindergartner or your grandparents or someone you just met, and you don't have to worry about, you know, what's on it. You know it's going to have an impact. And Impact TV has a mission to offer community, allowing viewers to watch, socialize, and interact together that's safe for the entire family. Right now, today, you've been given pre-launch access to Impact TV. But this is just the first step in a much larger plan ahead for extreme growth. Today, you're getting a first-hand experience in how amazing it is to watch live stream virtual events from whatever media option you're choosing, whether that's Apple TV, Roku, your tablet, your phone, your computer. It's wherever you're most used to watching things that you can watch it. And that's the first step that you got today. Kinsey, why don't you keep
I love that, Kyler. And I love that because our world has changed so significantly. So even what platforms we used to use to watch things on has changed. And as things have changed, we know that right now we can't be in person. We can't be with each other at events and whatnot. And so we have to make changes in order to come together. And so It Works wants to be in the front of this movement. And so, Mark Pentecost has invested in Impact TV to give It Works the ability to connect virtually while allowing us to feel as though we're physically in the same room, but really give us a space to grow into what Mark knows that entrepreneurs need.
That's right. We're not going to settle for a virtual world that's just second rate. Impact TV is going to capture the energy that you get in in-person exchanges, but it's going to bring that into our virtual events, into our live stream experience, and even into movies. Right now we can't go to the movie theater, but we're going to be creating this so that you can show up to a movie with others. The platform's in its early stages, and we're going to be releasing more technical features soon. Features that make our live stream interactive, features that allow you to even host long distance watch parties. So if there's a film or a documentary or even a training that you want to get together with 10, 20, 30 people, you can all get into the same watch party and experience that together. Kinsey, should we leak an event that's coming in the future?
I'm always going to say yes. I'm usually on calls with Mark and I have to say, whoa, but I'm going to say yes, Kyler, let's do it.
Okay, on Impact TV's coming soon list, you'll have access to a new series. It's called Becoming a Person of Impact. And essentially this is a 21-day challenge that has been, brought with hand-picked people of impact who from the moment that they wake up to the time that they go to bed are living out their day in a way that's changing the world. Each day will bring you the story of someone who's made a powerful impact on our world. Speakers that have dived into the world of sex trafficking to put a stop to heinous crimes, raise awareness to social justice. Entrepreneurs in business who are trailblazing and accomplishing things that once seemed impossible, and now it's duplicatable. Children who are reimagining the world and because of their dreams are able to give back in ways that bless the entire nation. Celebrities that will be talking about how they got their start from zero to hero, how they rose to fame, and how they're making an impact each and every day.
That's awesome. And really, Kyler, our desire is that in these 21 days is to reboot your brain so that you can think differently. We all know that it takes 21 days to form a new habit. So right now we're thinking based on what we're watching and what we're hearing. If we dedicate 21 days to feeding our brains positive media, we will become transformed, and you can become a person of impact, and anyone you want to invite is welcome. Watch your email for more on how you can join us. September 1st is when we're starting. And, Kyler and I have heard Cindy might be hosting a virtual Bible study on this platform as well. So how great is that? Mark Pentecost could have hired a third party to host all our virtual events, but that wasn't good enough for him because he wanted so much more. So we're thrilled that It Works will team with Impact TV to host virtual events and make our lives a whole nother level.
We're so excited about this. Truly, this gives us such an opportunity to change the world, but it also gives us an opportunity to feed our minds with positive, impactful content that help change your life so that you can become a world changer, so that all of us can become world changers. And we look forward to taking virtual events and experiences here to a whole nother level. Today it starts with watching summer camp wherever you most desire to see it. from Apple TV to Roku to your Fire Stick, maybe your tablet. But tomorrow it's interactive live streams, watch parties, and the future is no longer limited. But the sky's the limit here at Impact TV with what we can do with virtual events, virtual experiences, and impactful content that will literally change you from the inside out. I'm so excited. Thanks for being a part of this with us today. Kinsey, any last words?
I'm ready, Kyler. I'm ready for a life of more. I can't wait.
Me too.
All right. Thanks, brother.
I'm just a proud big sister sitting over here enjoying that. But seriously, I remember when I was building, how many times people on my team would say to me, I just don't like to read. Or when they were in a funk and I'd say, what are you reading right now? Or what are you doing to pour into yourself? They'd be like, I just don't have time. No, you can't afford to invest in your mind. You can't afford to not be strategic and intentional with what you're allowing in your mind. And I just want you to know that Impact TV is going to be a really powerful platform for us to get our teams engaged in something that isn't necessarily reading a book, but still has the same result. And I'm really excited about that 21 Days of Impact, because I know a few of the people that are going to be highlighted, and it's going to be really, really special. So 45 days, 44, 43 days now of free Impact streaming, so you can check it out. You can cancel at any time. You can sign up for an annual membership when you're ready. But again, we're going to be offering our events on demand on that platform, and I'm really looking forward to the functionality and taking things to that next level in this much more virtual world we're living in, as we're all home more and social distancing. And so this is going to be really, really good. All right, so I want to switch gears here for a minute, because we've come to the very end of our event. And I know y'all have been waiting for this moment when Coach is going to give us that final talk as we close out the night. And I just have to say, you know, I don't know about you, but when I was attending events like this myself, I was always very intentional with getting my team to these events. And yet sometimes I found it very easy to get distracted with who wasn't at the event instead of focusing on who was here. And I want to encourage you right now, instead of thinking about all the people that didn't get here tonight, I want you to focus on the ones that are. I want you to focus on the ones that are building, who are setting goals, who are actively involved. They may not be producing or be where they want to be yet, but you know what? They're showing up. That's your team. That's who you want to invest in. And that's the grass that you want to water, because the grass gets greener where you water it. And when we're focusing on all the things that are out of our control, like how things have gone in 2020, for example, in a lot of areas in our life, it just leads to more distraction. But when we focus on what we can control and we water the grass that's right in front of us, it will get greener. Now, we always say success leaves clues. And I got to be honest with you, I never heard that till I was a part of this business. And yet, from a very young age, I followed my dad everywhere, whether it was a basketball practice, whether it was riding to an away game and being able to be on the bus with the team before and after. And the after was always interesting, because I got to see how he handled loss. I got to see how he handled winning. And I got to be in the halftime team huddle talk and throughout the game. I mean, there was so much opportunity for me to learn and grow in that. And then also, as he started building his own business, as my mom and dad started their own business, as often as I could, as my schedule allowed, I was in the car riding to and from events with him. I was sitting in the back of the room as he gave presentations. And I am positive so much of who I am today is because of what I have learned from this man. And you know what? He keeps growing, so I'm able to keep learning from him. And I know that you all are going to be completely moved by his message, as well as I know so many of you are also always looking for the clues that he's leaving. And he's got a word for us tonight. So why don't we take a minute to let our coach us up as we close out this final summer series. Let's kick it over to you, Mark. Are you ready?
Hey, campers, summer camp. What a great second time we've done this. I love these. I get excited, thrilled, motivated, just listening. So many great panels tonight. I love the ambassador stories. Those were fantastic. I like just asking questions to our new double ambassadors. You know, they have so much experience and a wealth of knowledge. It was fun to hear them. So good job tonight. And then Appreciate each one of you that took the time tonight to be here right now. This is life-changing stuff. This is what we're about, changing lives. So tonight, make sure you have a takeaway. Matter of fact, if you've already got a favorite takeaway, drop a 1 right now. Drop a 1 that you've got something in your mind you've never heard before, and it's one of your takeaways tonight. Because during these events, 1 or 2 ideas can literally change your whole business. Now, I've been drinking Skinny Brew to stay awake. I'm about to go to my sleepy tea as I get ready to end the night, but I wanted to talk to you about a few things. Number 1 is just vision of the second half of this year. You know, we've got big plans, and it started tonight with this event, and you're going to see us with a new platform on how we do recognition, how we talk to you, how we get to hear your stories. What if we could do this all the time, have these type of testimonies? You know, we got an article coming out in the DSN. It'll be out the next week, and they're going to be highlighting our growth and how we gather customers. We've got new products that'll be finishing out the year. We've got big plans for the second half of 2020. We're working on a magazine right now. We haven't refreshed that in a while. That will highlight our leadership and some of these stories you heard tonight, along with talking about the company itself and our story. Most people don't realize, you know, we were that skinny wrap, and now we've gone to Skinny Brew. What does that mean? It means a lot in between. We've got such great products, whether it's weight loss, whether it's sleeping well at night, whether it's immunity and being healthier. Some of you, many of you new to the call tonight are learning, wow, there's a lot more about this company than I knew. So we want to make sure we're getting that out there. And then tonight, I want to make sure as we finish up that you've got a great game plan for how to go forward and what you're thinking about. You know, knowledge is king, I used to hear, but here's what I believe today. It's applied knowledge. It's what you learn and putting it into action. So I want to make sure we're doing that. You know, I just learned, I was reading a study, and it said we talk to ourselves up to 30,000 times a day. Think about that. You're having conversations with yourself up to 30,000 times a day. It's important to what are you saying? You know, if you're thinking over and over and over again the same thing, think about it. If you broke up with someone, all of a sudden that's what you're thinking about. If a family member is sick, that's what you're thinking about. If it's financial troubles, that's what you're thinking about. So we need to make sure we give attention to what you're thinking about. And it's the same principle with worry. If you're worrying all the time, you're meditating on wrong things. Finances, family, your future. We want you to take control tonight of the thoughts that you're having with yourself. That's a big step in going in the right direction. You get to control that. Think about it. It's like a doorway. It's a doorway to your mind. And so when these thoughts come knocking that maybe aren't positive, maybe they're more negative thoughts, we want you to say, no thanks. I'm not going to do that. You choose. Same with building your business right now. You want to be thinking about how do I add new team members and how do I add more customers? And how do I build an atmosphere that people are attracted to? Think about that. Sometimes the mountain we need to move is the mountain inside of us. The mountain inside of you. Maybe there's something there that's been blocking you being successful. And tonight, I want us moving that mountain so that as we spring into the second half of 2020, it's going to be amazing. What you're thinking about right now, we're going to shift. We're going to shift it right now with three things that I want us thinking about. Number 1 is how you show up each day. Each day when you wake up in the morning, I want you with a plan of action to apply that knowledge, to be positive, and take that business to the next level. Number 2 is I want you to put yourself in an atmosphere of expecting great things to happen. I want you to wake up and say, I'm going to surround myself with positive people and supportive people. People that will support you and people that are positive. Now, some of you, if you're thinking, well, that's not always possible. It is. When I took control of who I let be in my inner group and surrounding me, it totally changed. I don't, there's always that negative Nelly. I don't want that being the first thing I hear in the day. I want that person that says, you've got this. You're made for more. You were meant for this business. Because Whatever you think is usually what happens. So are you thinking great thoughts and how you're going to build and believing in yourself? And then the last thing tonight is I want you applying. What is your action plan? We heard great stuff all night tonight, but what's the one or two things that you're going to apply immediately? You got to have an action plan. Don't just feel good tonight. Let's take action. Let's take what we've had tonight and say, what's going to happen? You know, we're in my office, and I've got a couple different chess sets, and you're always thinking, I'll move ahead. What's your next move? So tonight, it's been a great night. Appreciate you being here, but I want to take this to a whole nother level. We're going to talk about how many lives got changed in 2020, and I want your life to be one of the ones we talk to. So for all you new team members in the last few weeks, welcome to It Works. We're going to have fun. We're going to change lives, and we're going to start with yourself. And so tonight, it's all about more for you. Thank you guys for being here tonight.
How many of you are still super like, you're leaning in and you're like, I'm ready. Listen, we're not done yet. We're going to finish tonight with a huddle. But here's what I know. It's what we talked about earlier. You can control you can control your thoughts, and therefore you can control your activity. And we said this is a year for more. And in order to make it the year more that every single one of us have dreamed of and planned for, we have to focus to finish. And I love what Mark said. He said, you got to have a game plan. And he kind of gave us one, which we told you about the event happening in September. I promise you there will be disruptions as we finish out August and begin September. So get that ticket tonight. Take advantage of the $49 coupon code that you can use to make this month big. And for all of you that are new, you can use that to build your business to Ruby. It's super important, and you got to be very intentional to make sure you're going to stay close to the fire. This business won't happen or grow by chance. You have to be intentional, and you have to tell your time where to go. And that also means you have to know where to stay connected so that you can focus to finish. So the game plan, what is it? Well, number one, if you're not in the 10-day push group, make sure you're in that, because we're going to continue to give you the things to focus on as part of this game plan. He said, number one, show up each day. So show up every day and build your business consistently. How about having a attitude of expectancy, believing that this business is going to change your life? You guys, from the day I showed up the third time, it took me the third time to really wrap my head around this. I believed that it wasn't a matter of if this business would work for me, if it would be the vehicle that helped me accomplish my dreams and goals. It was just a matter of when and how hard I was going to have to work for it. But you know what? We all have a choice. We all get to pick our hard. Hard for me was thinking about sending my kids to daycare so that somebody else got to experience all their firsts, instead of messaging people every day. Some weren't going to say yes, but I wasn't thinking about the ones that weren't going to say yes. I was thinking about the ones who needed what I had, and that's what I focused on. I'm telling you, you get to pick your heart. Is your heart leaving your kids home every day and not really sure what they're doing throughout the day? Or is your heart, doing a few uncomfortable things to build your business so you get the results so you can be there with them each and every day, whether you're working this business or deciding how you want to spend your time that day? I'm telling you, we all get to pick our heart. So an attitude of expectancy, priority. And then you got to have an action plan. Daily 6 list, your daily income producing activities. This is where that push group is going to come in, as we provide you and equip you with some challenges you can do each and every day that will build your business. And here's the deal. Starting tonight, you get one customer, one distributor, and the first 100 are going to get this mug. The next 150, 200, I'm not sure the exact number, are going to get to purchase this mug. And so while it doesn't end until the 23rd, I have a feeling it's going to be over a whole lot sooner than that, because these mugs will be gone quick. So get your one customer, your one distributor, get your newbies to Ruby, and don't forget to get your September ticket, because you know what? You're going to need to be here in September. Stay close to the fire. Keep doing the things that you need to do so you can have the results that you long to have. It won't happen by chance, folks. It's going to happen with some serious intention. So as we close out tonight, number one, celebrate yourself. If you're in a room, give some high fives. You showed up tonight. That is important. That is a big step. Pat yourself on the back if you're streaming in on your own tonight, because that's all right too. The bottom line is you're here. But you know what? You're in business for yourself, but you are not by yourself. So as we finish tonight's event, by the way, events team, everybody who played a role in making tonight possible, Blake, team, well done. Thank you very, very much for all you did to make this possible. Let's go ahead and huddle up, shall we? Mark, do you have a minute to huddle us up before we end the night?
Right, team. Most of you know, because you've worked with me as a coach, I always end every event we do with a huddle. Why a huddle? Because it brings the team in together. It brings us in with unity. It lets us look at each other and know that we're connected and we are one team. And so tonight, it's been a great night. Appreciate all you've done, but I want to end in that huddle because we are one team. And we always have something that we say at the end, something we unify with. So tonight, put your hands in here with me. And if you're not a sports person, you say, what's a huddle? We'll go down, we'll say something, and end the night. Now, I always did a huddle with my teams because I could see who was looking and who was ready. If somebody was looking out in the stands at mom or the girlfriend, I knew we were in trouble. And so I want you right here with me. We're going to spend a great night, an exciting night, but we're going to end with It Works. And then we're just getting started because you can see the vision of what we're doing. We're a company with 19 years of experience in security, but we're a new company just exploding with opportunity. So are you ready? It works. We're just getting started. Have a great night tonight. Here we go. It works. We're just getting started.